I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Recruitment Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Good morning, people. Welcome back to I Am Sure Sports. I am Management. How you all doing today? Hope your morning has started out fantastic. It's Monday. It's the beginning of a brand new week here on the island shores of Jamaica. And we are a grateful people. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. We are ready to go today on the show. We are grateful for the gift of life. Yeah, you understand me? You have eyes, you're seeing well, give thanks. You have ears, you're hearing well, give thanks. You have a mouth that is working, give thanks. You're able to speak and eat. The senses are working. You can feel, your hands are working, your feet working. The internal organs are working. Have to give thanks for life. You understand me that you're alive. You could have been in the hospital. You could have been 6 feet under. You could have been incarcerated. But look at you now. You understand me? It could have been worse, but for the goodness of the Most High God. And that is why we say in everything, we give thanks. Yeah, because it's a will of the Most High God. Yeah, we give thanks. Because we know that things, as bad as they are, they will work for our good. We have learned in this life that whatever state we find ourselves in, we are content. We know how to live with plenty, we know how to live with little, and we know how to live with nothing. So we don't get envious. Our hearts are not crowded with jealousy, because we learn the secret of contentment. If it's one pair of shoes, we make it work. We're not going to go against our character and our integrity to get things. We live right and we do the right thing because we know that there is a reward, either in this life or in the life to come. We leave all vengeance to God. Because vengeance just breeds vengeance. For whatever a man sow, a man will reap. So if today you hurt me, and then I hurt you back, you hurt me back, and the cycle continues. So one of us have to stop and say, let it go. Let it go. And leave it in the hand of the Most High. Because his wrath, no man can handle. Big up to all of the viewers. Big up to all of the subscribers. Big up to all of the persons who always support the channel. Because some people, if they can't control you, you know what they do. They will unsubscribe, they will stop watching you and things. Because guess what? They want you to speak their language. You're supposed to say what they want to hear. Because you're not important to have your opinion. But we know we live in a free society. And we express what we believe. We are fair enough and honest enough to be balanced in all our views. So here's the thing. If you want a particular narrative, create your own platform. And the management will support you. But the platform that management is on, he shapes and controls the narrative. Not everybody will agree, but we respect everyone. People have a right to their opinion even if they are wrong. And we can debate and argue, but remain respectful to each other. You understand me? Big up the real ones, you know. Miguel, bless. Fresh God, bless up, you know. Anonymous OG, real OG in the place. Hey, Tennessee, you know that the other night, Tennessee, me hear you make a big call, you know. And I said the next day, I wonder if Tennessee, I'm going to see up on the program in Tennessee because I'm going to tell us if a call in, think it was on the Ryan LFC show, you know. Big call. You're making a Tennessee. Mark, Lulu, me tell the people them about your son, you know, the big centre back, you know. Top quality centre back that. Yeah, me tell them about him that them need to watch out for him, you know. And Mark, I want you to make them know, Mark, one of them days I want you call in, you know management number, and talk to them, you know, make them know that you're a real authentic Jamaican. And for the purpose of a better life for your family, the right thing. You don't live on the island shores, but you're just as Jamaican as any one of them. And so is your son. Them and they wear everything Jamaican, listen everything Jamaican, eat everything Jamaican, go everywhere Jamaican. He may not live here, but him know him national anthem, him national pledge, him national song. So one of them days you need to call in and make them know that. Not because you're living in the States. It takes away from the fact that your son is a raw, born Jamaican, as they would say. Big up man like Brian Mullines, Tivoli yesterday, a good game. Hey, listen, Jeremy and Teddy Johnson, general. Anybody that listen to this, you know, make sure Teddy get in. Teddy, but like how your team a play, you have to work out the defense though. But you see your team, like the way your team play. As a new coach in the thing, I really appreciate how your team play. You get the youth them for you, knock the ball, Teddy. Big up yourself. The youth them play like how you play. Understand me? And lots of respect for that. The first female to hit the road, she's here before. Well, not hit the road, to enter the building. She's here before. Sure improvement, sure improvement. You're in second place. Is Judith Williamson. Good morning to you too. Yeah, Tennessee, I wanted you to call in, you know. Yeah, man, we don't know, man. Only know Jamaican life, Lulu. Who are we talking about? Oh, we're just talking about Lulu's son. Because his son was one of the youngsters who tried out for the U15, you know. Good youth. Good baller. Yeah. Understand me? Yeah, man. Miguel says, I'm very selective with the comments I read because anyone that attends school up to grade 3 should be able to make a comment, but it doesn't make any sense. Not necessarily. All right. I hear you, sir. Yeah. So today, we are going to have a good show. You understand me? Supposed to talk to Everton Tomlinson. He did promise us, if you remember, on the program on Friday, that Monday would be better. But they had the Westmoreland FA under 15 competition that was completed yesterday. A big ceremony. Garol Hamilton and the rest of the gang, you know, DTR Foundation. Yeah, man. But I want to touch on something, right, you know, because I just want to give a nugget to some of the parents, because right, some of you have already been approached, you know, because your son and your daughters them get transferred already. But some of you are contemplating the decision of transferring your kids from this school to that school because that school will go win Manning Cup and that school will go win the Costa Cup. But don't your son and your daughter, well, your son in terms of Manning and the Costa Cup, don't they have a life after that? So do you think after winning the Manning Cup and the Da Costa Cup with that particular institution, if you should move there, the life of your son will be better? Think about that. Is it about winning the Manning Cup and the Da Costa Cup? Or is it about developing their football IQ, their technical, tactical skill, their physical attributes, so that after high school football, they can move on to bigger and greater things in life if they want to pursue a career in the sport? Why do you think you need to move them? To do what? What glory is there in winning a Manning Cup, and what glory is there in winning the Costa Cup? That is the achievement you have for your son. To win a schoolboy football title at the expense of his personal growth and development as a soccer player. Shouldn't the first thing you consider in moving a child is what is best for them educationally? And if they're going to play the sport of football, what is the best for them in terms of footballing decision in the long term? Is the trophy more important? Why don't focus on the development, and if the trophy come then, so be it. But if you miss the trophy and you have development, shouldn't you be happy? Why put your son in a place so them can only play 4 times? When kids they need games. When they stay at their present institution, they may not win, but they play every game in the competition, every 90 minutes as long as they're physically ready. Isn't that better? So they can have more games under their belt, because the more games they play, the better they get. It is not like the coaching are far better, because everybody almost operating at the same level. Sometimes it's the quality of play and the support from the school that makes things different. Come on now, when you consider these things. Don't be myopic in your views. In other words, don't be short-sighted. Never focus on sight, focus on vision. A preferred future, a preferred end. Sit down with your son first and ask, where do you want to end your footballing career? How? And then, once you find out what the ending, you reverse and you begin to plot the pathway to the desired end. The little money that you get now, if it is money while you're doing it, it's going to end. And your career or your son could end as well. Should we call names of players who were doing well in schools and moved to other schools that we haven't heard anything about since that move? Name on top of names and top of names and top of names and top of names. They move from west to east, from east to west, from north to south, from south to north. I think some of you should take the model of Petersfield High School out in Westmoreland. Look particularly at their track and field program. That for several years they have kept the same set of athletes. I think only one probably transferred. Because I suspect it was a throw or something like that. But their athletes stay there. They don't win champs, but they produce athletes at the Carefta World Championship, medalists, a little school. Many of them were given offers and they chose to stay where they are. And they're still reaping success. See, if the grass look green on the other side, water your side. You see, if the grass look green on the other side, it may be because underneath it, it's all soft and soggy because a whole sewer water run underneath it. So it may look greener, but when you get there, you realize that you're sinking because it's not solid as a dry and hard surface you'd have been standing on this side. Do I believe in transfers? Yes. When the future of the child is considered and the decision is made for the child's personal development and growth. So I want to tell the young Jamaican youths, if I had a choice in this, if you're not a Usain Bolt, if you're not a Ricardo Gardner, find a pathway to a degree. If you're not going to one of the biggest clubs in the world, get some subjects, get a degree, because you can still do sports. Because here's it. Too many of our footballers, in particular, not so much a track and field, but footballers, our star footballers, don't make it big time, but they don't have any subjects or any degrees, though they have subjects. And they probably have 6 and 7 and 8 subjects because of how the high school system is, but they never pursue their education. So what do I say to you? Youths, if you are not at the level of Usain Bolt, because even Shelley and Fraser Price have our degree, so too Sherika Jackson. Don't fool yourselves. Our top track and field athletes for the most part have their degrees. Andre Blake has his degree. Damian Lowe has his degree. And they still play and make money from football. There are many others, we're just going through some of them. You understand me? Don't be a victim of the system. If you don't find yourself in one of those big clubs, get a degree. I put it to you that one Jamaican makes it as a successful pro in the sports of football yearly. One. If you're not going to be that one, get your education first. Yeah. Start early. Enroll in university from 18. Do 4 years. Get your first degree. You're 22. That means if you don't make it in a football, you're qualified enough to demand a particular kind of salary. You see the coach that is telling you to go pro, he have a degree. You see the old boys we are telling to go pro, them have degrees. Because they have done so well educationally that they can come back and give you money to play the sport. So anytime they come to you, young man, mother, father, ask them, do you have a degree? And if they say yes, So you ask them, why are you not giving my son the option of pursuing a college degree? You may be saying, well, Mannings, man, truthfully, I don't think we can manage the university thing because I'm not so bright. All right, cool. God, not all of them. Yeah, you understand. We know that. That even make it more important that you get a viable life skill outside of the sport of football. So here's what I would do if I were you. Because you don't have to play football to be in football. You could be a referee. Start it from early. And while you're doing the referee thing, learn sports management. Learn to be a physical trainer. Learn other things. Because you don't have to play football to be involved in football. Yeah. There are other things in football that right now pays more money than people who play it. Check some of the physical trainers, the physiotherapists, the masseurs, all of those people. The person who does the video stuff. So there are other ways that you can be involved in football, that you can educate yourself in while you play it. Again, this is Manning's opinion. I'm not here to tell people what to do. I'm here to give you suggestions. Just suggestions. You understand me? Just suggestions. Just suggestions. You understand me? If you decide that you're going to play in Jamaica, you see all of the contributions them what them need, including NHT. If the club that you're at not doing it, you go and do it. You go to NHT, you walk in at the NHT office, and you say to them, I play for X club, but they don't take tax from my salary. I want to contribute to my NHT. You can do that. Is that way you can at some point get some mortgage to get a house? Come on now. Think them with the youth. Start save a little. Start put away some money. And make sure that the money where you put away, you don't have no card for the account there. You put it at one of the bank, then we're hard to reach. That means you can't just walk in and just go withdraw. So here's what you do. You put that money up, and all me I tell you to do, if you're 18-year-old, put in 1,000 a month. And that, you say, when me are 60, me I go touch the money there. Every month, $1,000. Me not beating nobody. $1,000 from your 18 years old. So 42 years, right? Are your retirement money you're saving now? If you can save it in the US, that would be nice. But not pressure on you. Just $1,000. Just start with 1,000 Jamaican dollars every month. You see how easy it is? All right? Find a credit union, yeah. 42 years times 12 times 1,000. All right. So in Jamaican currency, you see, if you put away from your 18-year-old $1,000 a month, you see, when you're 60, you have $500,000 Jamaican dollars. Maybe the money devalue and all of that. You understand me? But look at that, $1,000. Imagine if you did 10, you could afford to do 10,000 a month. $5 million you're looking at. Because you never know. Yeah, man. If you can save it in US, save it in US because you know how it go. So 60 US a month or 70. See, man, here said that, man, there was a time I thought I would become a professional player, my boss. Then while in college, I tore my Achilles and meniscus, and that was the end of me playing good. Good thing I was enrolled in college. You hear that? See, somebody here saying again, Alana Reed, she committed to Oregon, one of the top colleges where she can get excellent development. No, everyone is pushing her to forget college and go pro. Crazy. Crazy. Alana Reed, listen, do your college, get a degree. Start early. You check when Shelley and Fraser Price started, like money started rolling in. Check it. If you can perform good from 22 to 30, 8 years, you're all right. You hear me, Alana Reed? You go to college a year, do your 4 years. 18, 22. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 years. Get your degree. Because you can still qualify for Jamaican teams. You can still run. You can get a good sponsorship. Get a shoe sponsorship. However they do it, they allow those things now. You understand me? You get one of that, you're all right. Because even if you run 8 years, if you run 5 years on the circuit, you're all right. Go on a college. All right, all right, all right. So you say Shelley wasn't running them times here at 17. True, but I'm saying that if she's 17 now, she could go to college at 18. That's what I'm saying, you know. Because she going to college will not stop her from running fast. All of a sudden, the first Liverpool fan to come into the chat brings up Arsenal. People, fourth official. Do I send you? Fourth official, I'm going to call you out. Hold on, people. Let me just take a break. Fourth official. Do I call you when Manchester United play games? Do I send you anything? Do I do a video about Manchester? No, I don't. I don't. So why when Arsenal play, you guys want to send me videos about Arsenal lose and Arsenal? I watch the game. You understand me? See? See so many things coming up. So many things. So people, that is my Dwight, listen, if you want people, I'm going to take some call before I get into the other topics. You can call in and let me know what your thoughts are. You understand me? Since somebody said management, it really depends on how much money is being offered to go professional in track and field. Also, does it include a 10-year trust fund for post-secondary education? Well, all of those things I don't know. But what I am saying though, even if they're offering millions, there is no guarantee that after your first 3 years, you're going to still be doing that good. You will not get an injury and all of those things. All right. And what I know is that when you put off school, it's almost like your mind tell you, don't go back to school. It depends on the degree and in what major subject. All right. A.M. Henry says, the comments are coming in quick and fast. Junior athletes will only get rookie contract, not much money to compensate you if you get injured. All right. Management 10.92 should drop that time on the Diamond League. She's a millionaire. Okay. But there's also an next truth unseen that if she never does that on the Diamond League, it may affect her down the road. Listen, there are many Jamaican, Dexter Lee and those guys, a lot was expected of them, you know. Michael O'Hara, we could go on and on and on and name people. All right, I think I have a caller. Oh, geez. All right, let me set up the calling option and then I'll call back. Let's set up the calling option right now. Let's get this caller online. All right. Think we are good to go now. All right, so caller, we need to set up the calling line. Let me just see if it's working. Let's call back this person who was calling, and then we get back.
Good afternoon, management.
Welcome, Sir Dwight. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Good afternoon. It's still morning where I'm at, so good morning.
Good good morning, good morning.
Yeah, man.
So my take, regardless of sport, could be golf, tennis, football, track and field, um, you name the sports. I, I came from a household, and me myself have 2 degrees. I will tell any, I have a teenage daughter right now. If anybody come to you with an offer for more than $250,000 US dollars, guaranteed contract, professional, and them taking care of your health care, and they have an educational fund that covers you to do complete your degree 10 years, up to 10 years after. Heck it, man is man. If
Yes.
I'm not sure if you know the NCAA system, then put enough of these athletes, track and field, and football in some full degree program, and the degree not even worth 30,000 US dollars when you get out.
Okay. This is where now I think you need proper representation. So when you look at that and say, what are you offering me? I want to complete my studies in so and so. And if I'm going to come, see that is where, because for example, if somebody is giving you a degree, like you said, that don't worth anything, it don't worth anything, then you don't take that option.
Exactly.
It's the same thing,
No,
but you could
there's
also
all
get a pro contract that has the same sort of thing, where it really and truly, like Elaine, because of your contract, you have to run when you're injured.
correct. So if you're getting a contract that's paying you 25, 30,000 US per year, and then paying your plane ticket to go to the meet and everything else and do that, I would tell you take the scholarship offer. Make sure it's a full offer from the University of Oregon, because that is a better deal. You're gonna have equipment, training room, trainers, and everything. That's worth way more than $30,000 a year. and you study and you have your fallback plan. But if you start coming in the 100, 200,000, 250, 250,000, guaranteed over 4 or 5 years, take that. I'm gone. You can still study online. You can still do all this. You take your one course a term, or one course a semester. Maybe you pick up a long-term injury during the summer. You go study 2 courses then. You go finish. You go to college and then put you in some sociology, some communication, some sports management with underwater with no breathing basketball. No full degree. It's not worth it. Take the pro money. I would tell any footballer, anybody, do that.
Yeah, but when you're saying that though,
Especially,
when you're saying take the pro money, you're also saying you have a lot of caveats in it.
yeah. It's not just
because
take
which is
pro
the
money
issue?
because
We would have to know what the contracts are like to say take it.
Exactly. It's not just go pro. Tell them what is the bottom line, the minimum you will make in a 5 year, at the end of 5 years. That's the big determining factor if you go pro.
All right,
That's the
so
determining factor.
Adrian is saying that cash is king. At a maximum, you go college for 1 year. The way you have free education, that way you have free education for the rest of your degree. Then he says, you may not run fast again after 22. Gotta take the money. So he's saying that, like for Alana
Exactly.
Reid, take the money because you may not run fast again. But it is also true
And
that
I'll tell
she
you
may
this.
not run that time again, and then within the contract, if she don't run that fast again, she lose it in a year, and she's still at the same place.
So, man, let me give you a thing. Your legs will deteriorate faster than your brain. Your body will deteriorate, compete at faster than your brain.
Do I
If
before the
you're
game?
getting paid
Yeah.
to you,
Sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead. If you're running top 10 world times at 18, 19, negotiate your proper professional contract to get the deal that you want to get. Because at 27, 28, your legs might not hold up. Your body only holds up at an elite sporting level for about 10, 12 years. Good. One injury and it gone. So if you are getting good professional money, and in my opinion, good professional money, the conversation starts at 200,000 US and higher. Over
Okay.
at a 4 year period minimum. If anything less than that, do what exactly him said. Go run in 1 year, prove yourself against that level. Okay, run another year, prove yourself. That makes sense,
All right.
right?
Before the game, he's saying that because this is based on something you said earlier. He's asking, who or what decides if a degree is worthless. I didn't say it is worthless. I think he said that it is not worth 30,000.
The same amount,
Yeah.
200,000 US right after 5 years.
Yeah.
So I would counter this. I didn't say the degree is worth it. Tell me how many college degrees can get you $250,000 the first 5 years out of school. Now, do recognize this. If you're running a high level track and field athlete in university, you're missing class 2, 3 days a week, and you're traveling like crazy. So you're not majoring in no engineering. You're not majoring in no pre med. You might be able to touch accountant or finance, but excuse me, all the high paying degrees, you will not have time to study for those. That is a fact. Nursing,
Okay.
you're
So what
not.
you're saying that when you get like a scholarship as an athlete, you will not have time to study for like the high paying degrees.
No.
Okay.
Anybody who's been in the NCAA system will tell you that. No, you don't have time. Your schedule doesn't. You will not have the time.
All right. We need
And you
some
competed in
some
the
persons who are in
national.
the system to call and verify that.
Okay, so you have one because I was in the system. So you can find 5 more and they'll tell you
Oh,
the
so that is
exact same
why.
thing.
That is why you have 2 degrees because one was through the system and the other one you just did on your own.
Exactly. Exactly. As I said, I know where Anton Cornell coached, and I know some of the girls that played professional football after that. I know exactly what they had to go through.
All right.
And the track and field. get about 4 or 5 more callers that played
Yeah.
a
So
sport
that was
we have
demanded
like
at
the NCAA level.
we
They'll
have
tell
like
you.
a Howard University. We have some other people going to call in. So let's see if we can get some of them. And you listen out. All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Cool.
All
Cool.
right, cool.
All right, some of you need to call in and make a point. The pro contract comes with lots of caveats. Plus, you have lots of cost and fees. There are lots of uh, who are broke. Yeah. Yes, caller. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Yes, Manning. It's well, brother.
Yeah, man. I'm here. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Manning, I could never disagree with anything that you say right now. You understand me? Because what you're saying is, it's facts. However, I would wish that I wish that you'd broaden the conversation beyond. Because personally, you're speaking from a person who is pro education, and I'm not like I'm anti education, but I think that a lot of the degrees nowadays are overrated. You understand me? And there's so many other avenues that you can earn. Even you, right now, you're making money from football just by talking about it. You understand me? And you're not a footballer, or you were maybe. You understand me? But you would consider yourself a footballer. You understand me? There are so many ways, but the thing about it, the schools don't teach you, as the thing that you're saying just now, like you go to NHT and all these things. These schools don't teach you these things. You understand me? When I was in high school, everybody, because I was head boy and all these things in high school, student council president, everybody expected me to go to college and get a profession. But me, my mind says business I want to do from day one. So once I get my basic education, I'm going straight to get into business. You understand me? I've had a few failures because what I teach in business and when you get to the real world, is a total different thing. You understand me? But eventually I got it. You understand? But the degrees nowadays, a lot of them, the schools are into more money making thing than anything. They just make up some stuff
But
and and
is there really,
and just say,
because
look at it.
your statement is very strong enough. You said that there are some degrees that are worthless. Are there actually
Of
worthless
course, there are
degrees?
degrees that are worth it.
Really?
Yo, let me tell you something, brethren. Right now, they have some degrees here in America called some gender studies and all these things, which you can get never go in the real world and get a job on that. You understand me? And we really should really push our youth nowadays through entrepreneurship. And that is what has contributed to Jamaica's failure because even from the leadership perspective, you can see that coming through their thoughts. The only thing they can think about is to outsource things to other countries and then give them a piece of Jamaica land. If we had taught entrepreneurship and how people build, you understand me? Look at things that we have. We have some of the best resources in the world. What do we do with them? Not a damn thing. We just borrow money, and all these things. You understand me? So I think that your argument is good because education is always important. But I wish people would take conversation wider than just go to school, get a degree. Because a lot of our youth they are inculcated to believe that once they fail through and not going to college. That's it for them. You understand me? The only next best thing for them is to go become and go to a hotel and get a house cleaning job
No,
or
man,
or
no,
get
man,
a
no,
bed.
no, 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 no. I did remember. No, Miguel. I did say that because some youths don't have the documents from a educational or academic level to even get a degree. They're just not going to do that in certain fields. So there are other areas of study. Like I said with footballers, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to play the sport. You could become a physical trainer of the highest order, pursue the highest level of qualifications. So you increase your salary demands and stuff like that, right? So there are other areas of expertise that you can venture off into if you don't have the academia, documents to pursue a degree, right? You could probably be, like I said, an equipment manager who takes it to a new dimension than what we know as the man who pick up the ball at the field and stuff like that. So, or a referee that ends up being one of the top FIFA officials or a match commissioner. So there may be other, same thing with track and field. You could be a event organizer or a starter or something to do with the sport itself, even if you can't be like a runner, a thrower, or a jumper, but you still make a mark because you use the opportunity to improve in knowledge, which will eventually lead to an improvement in terms of what you're able to earn, even if you don't make it as a big time pro athlete. Because what I find is that a lot of the athletes who don't make it pro end up not knowing what to do with their lives.
Yeah, and that is about education. I'm not talking education from a classroom perspective, but people talking to them like, oh, you are sending out message now. And I said before, I agree with the stuff that you're saying. You understand me? These are the part where most people emphasize that you must get a degree. No, man, you don't must get a degree, brethren. There are millions of things. Most of the millionaires, the most millionaires in this world, they don't have a degree. You understand me? But I think that and I'm talking about somebody coming out of the school system, I'm being disappointed with the things that I've learned outside school, which I think if I had been taught would have taken me, I would have been way ahead now. You understand me? But they just say, oh, you have to go to college, you have to go to college. And because after a while, the college have become more of a business than getting people ready for the practical
All right,
world.
I hear what you're saying,
But,
Dwight, but here's where. So, like what I learned in in high school still laid a foundation.
of course,
So,
I couldn't, yeah,
all right.
man,
So
I
listen.
couldn't
In
disagree.
college, in first year, you did like writing in English. A lot of stuff that I learned there, uh, they still hold some value, though I don't use the specifics of them to increase my learning. They make what I do more effective and efficient. In other words, because things are always evolving. So what you learned 10 years ago was important, but as things have evolved, you get new information. So I can't knock what colleges are teaching to say, boy, it's about making money.
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
I think I need to jump off shortly because I know a lot of people trying to call.
yeah, man.
But what I'm trying to say, bro, it's not like say I'm putting a wholesale blanket on what cultures do because it does have its role in society. You understand me? And I could not have done that. And there's always room for colleges. All I'm
Okay,
saying is that, all I'm saying is that as teachers or as adults, we need to let, as you were doing earlier, to let the younger ones know that listen, if you don't go to college, you there's still a lot more out there for you. You understand me? You don't degree is not the end all and the be all, and a lot of people are inculcated to believe that if they
yeah,
don't have a degree, they have failed. Just as a lot of people think that they have a degree and they are the pinnacle of education, and some of them are just as dumb before they went to college or even dumber.
yeah,
You understand me?
that's
It's
a
all
valid
about
point. Valid point.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Let's
my
see. We
brother.
can take
Respect,
some
man.
more because I know probably other persons want to, hear their
No
views on the
problem,
matter.
man. Respect my
Yeah, man.
views.
Every
Cool.
time. Blessings, man. Yeah. All right. I like this from Zenot. He says, Mannings, an example of prudent decision making is Athingmu. Went to college for 2 years, improved, and then went pro. Is presently still in college, but she is paying. Yeah, because that's a good thing. Maybe the money from the pro thing can pay for you to be doing college. You, like I said, I think Adrian said it earlier. Why not at least start your first couple of years, go pro, um, and pay to do the rest because you'll be making the money. But I just feel like there's a danger in putting off school. I think you must do school as early as you can because, like, I don't know. I just feel like the longer you delay school, is the harder it is for you to get in school. And there's a discussion between Drew Fortis and Dwight about the nil. I think that has to do with the new thing that has been implemented. Big up XYZ Thompson. He says, check in Finland education. Everyone can get a degree, and it is just as important as a doctor. All right. This one says track athletes have to be very careful. Most young people who go pro early lose out. Example, Candice Hill and many more. The money has to be right as well as your support system. Exactly. I am telling you that I have seen more failures than success. You just check, for example, how many athletes from our champs have gone on. Where are their career now? A.M. Henry says, physiotherapist. There you go. Boss Thomas says, you don't have to work in your specific subject degree area. Getting degree mean you have the discipline to matriculate after 3 or 4 years. Unseen says, yes, man, you can always management, you can always go to school after your pro career. Very few people do that, Unseen. Delay school. And I said delay school. We're talking about college. Know yourself. We're saying that people should take up the option of going to college. Yeah. Yeah, so very important discussion. Didn't know that it would have lasted this long. Because but I wanted to highlight it as I come back to how I originally started that. I just want the athletes. Too many of our athletes want to transfer, and the parents are into that for the purpose of winning the title, and sometimes that is at the expense of their personal growth and development. I think they need to ensure that growth and development is paramount. All right. Um, yep. So I'm going to give you some more info, but I need to speak with the Everton Tomlinson from out of Westmoreland. He did promise that you'd speak to us today about what happened down there. Reno played their game, how things have been sorted out in the parish. So let's give him a call and then get some information. And yeah.
Hey, Pastor Wago.
Mr. Tomlinson, yeah, man, I am sure sports. I know you said that we should call back on Monday. So, are you able to talk now and tell us about your under 15 finals yesterday? And
Oh my God, Pastor. Honestly to God, I'm just getting some rest.
are you
Believe
tired?
me. I'm in bed right and getting some rest.
All right. So
So
you're
for
on here. You're on here.
yesterday's
So let's not get
okay.
too much into it because we're on here.
Yeah, man, but we definitely will speak about it.
Who
I
won
don't
the
know
under
what time your
15?
program was
Who won the under 15 yesterday?
It was won by West Development Academy.
Okay, West Development Academy.
Yeah, they defeat Petersfield 2-0.
Okay.
Goal scored by what was the goal score? When we reach that official game.
All right. And Reno lost their opening game
They lost their home game 2-1 as well.
to Treasure Beach.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, first we must commend the WFA and the Reno family for making sure that everything was resolved and sorted out for the team to, one, to enter the competition, and two, to play at the Landila Sports Complex. And what was the support like?
It was a good day for Westmoreland. It was a good weekend, rather.
Yeah.
Saturday game, Reno have a massive turnout, a good turnout, compared to what they would have had over the years. And the people were very joyful, happy, and very, very glad to have football. But, yesterday also was a good turnout. The football-loving people start to feel and be a part of football, so things are being discovered. And the truth will come out. Football is good. Football will always win.
All right, wonderful. All right, so we'll talk when I get some rest.
Yeah, man.
Coach Tomlinson. All right, then. No problem.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, man.
All right. Good.
Every time. Bye-bye. All right. Unseen. Management. Name the athlete that go pro and did not get a degree. Unseen? Is it Unseen? This is a trick question? Unseen? This is a trick question, right? Usain Bolt didn't get a degree unseen and he went. What are you talking about? What is wrong with unseen? Jermaine Gonzalez. I don't understand. Which takes part? I don't see any other part unseen. And drop her from the radar. Oh my lord. You want me to give you, like, how many names you want? How many names you want? Oh jeez. How many names you want? You want me to give you just Rose that used to run for Camperdown, Dexter Lee from Herbert Morrison, that's two. I can give you the two sisters that used to run for Edwin Allen. That's so simple. You want to go like, who else you want? Where else you want to go? That's very easy unseen, man. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out if I'm misunderstanding you unseen. Unseen, maybe you need to join and explain yourself or call in or something. Sure, I don't know. What name Ramon? What name Ramon Mackenzie from Calabar? I don't like. I'm not sure if I understand your question. Hey, Danny Dread, Danny Dread, call and tell me. Um, call and tell me when Dexter Lee started college, Danny Dread. Call in and tell me. Give me the time and tell me which college he went to and what time and when did he go pro. So call and give me that information. So check unseen question and call and give me that information. Yes, people, let me hear what unseen. Unseen, me think you talk better than you type. So explain what you're asking now.
I know easy, you know. All right. So what me I say, man, is that I ask you for name some athletes, some track and field athletes who had a wonderful champs career and went pro, but it never worked out for them and they never get a degree.
They never got any degree.
They never get it.
So let me ask again. What you want to find is athletes that did well at champs and went pro and they never worked out. So let's go through. He's reconnecting people. Want to make sure.
You hear me?
All right. So what you want to find out is athletes who went to did well at champs and
Yeah, man. Big
uh,
athletes.
big athletes.
Top athletes.
All right. So
Yes.
is
And they went pro.
hold on no. Is taekwondo well, not taekwondo. Is what's his name? Minzy runs with the Minzy is his name?
Java Minzy from Bagwalk High School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still on the radar? Would you say that given what he did at champs and at junior athlete, he has fallen off the radar?
Yeah. Him fall off of the radar. Yeah, boy, yeah.
All right. You have the two sisters from Edwin Allen. I think one is married to Kemara Bailey Cole. The Tracy sisters.
From Edwin Allen.
The Tracy sisters. The two Tracy sisters.
What she bet them run?
They run 400 meters and 400 meters hurdles. The Tracy sisters.
They were dominating champ.
The Tracy sisters at Edwin Allen. Unseen, man. Do better than that, man.
No, you know, once unseen, I know them, you know, something wrong. You know.
How you don't know the Tracy sisters unseen? And you in a track and field. Man, go on by your
That
business.
me I say, man, know something wrong.
You don't know the Tracy sisters? Nikita Tracy and what's his name and her name? Ristiana Tracy?
No. Oh, no, Ristiana Tracy, but me don't know the other.
Oh, jeez. But so all right. So listen. All right.
All right,
All right. Go ahead. So make your point.
take on two now. Three.
I'm just giving you boys and girls.
Yeah, we are go to 10, man. That's what me want to say to you, is that a lot of the athletes who go college and them degree, them fall off the radar more than the one them go pro
You said that.
from high school.
So, but here's the thing, though, unseen. But you're making a point. The ones who go to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about those who pro. What we're saying to you is
Okay.
listen to the point we're making. Is
Okay.
that in the last 30 years of Jamaican track and field,
Right.
all right. So people, all right, for those of you, and this is the issue now. All right, you have to listen to the conversation before you comment, because some of you are commenting and you just come on and you're not hearing. Nobody is saying that the athletes do not go to college. Nobody not that is not the disc. Oh Jesus. So let me explain to all of you who are just joining what we are discussing. We started in the beginning speaking about our high school athletes, in particular footballers, transferring to school. And the encouragement was that parents and athletes must seek what is in their long-term development first over transferring for winning trophies and all of that. The conversation continued into the importance of having an education, because very few Jamaican footballers make it pro and earn a lot. In fact, we have had more footballers who have left from Jamaica, gone into college, and do well. Example, we use our present captain Andre Blake, who went to college, Damian Lowe, who went to college. We could even go to Javian Brown, who went to college, and many others. So even
Fisher.
if they never Fisher, even if Speedy, even if they never made it as professional footballers, they have degrees. That got into the idea, like Alana Reid, Unseen brought up this. And we suggested some persons believe that Alana Reid, Andy Williams, yeah, man, we could go on. Alana Reid she has been committed. Ensure that the contract is good. Go to college, because she would still be able to run and represent Jamaica with her time. Get her degree, complete college in 1 or 2 years, and come back. Because the athletes that generally goes pro, if it fails, there is no college, and most of them don't end up going back to college. That is where the discussion is at. All right. So now that we are there, Unseen is asking what athletes from Jamaica have gone pro and not gone to college. So I said I didn't understand, because I was saying Usain Bolt went pro. Then he said those who have fallen off the radar. Right, Unseen?
Right.
Those who have fallen off the radar. No. Have some of these people who have fallen off the radar gone back and get degrees? Yes. At the back end, they have now decided that, listen, track and field is not going to work. Probably they're in the 26 and stuff. And some of them have gone back. But we have many athletes that leave recently, that have left our system, our high school system, and they have gone on to professional careers, and they are falling off the radar.
That's true.
KW Media is saying, easy answer to Unseen is every top athlete from KC and JC and Calabar, with the exception of Warren Weir. About athletes falling off the radar.
No, but you can't. some of these athletes will get mashed up in our fall off of the radar because of the high school, the injury from high school.
But we
Can't say that
weren't
for
discussing
general.
that though. The discussion was not about who get injured from that. The discussion whether they got injured in high school and that led to them falling off the radar. In fact, if they got injured in high school, maybe they should have gone to college instead of gone pro.
Yeah.
And I use Shelley and Fraser Price as my example. Shelley didn't start running fast times until she was almost finished university.
But man is man, you have to always remember, that not everybody put out to the book work,
But we discuss all of that unseen. We said that you
Right.
may
So
not
me I
be
say,
able. We said that you may not be able to be get a degree in business management, but you can still do stuff in track and field and football that you can get educated into the level where if you don't succeed in playing the sport, you can earn high salary by being I use a referee, I use physiotherapist, I use physical, I use all of those things. So I think
yes, man
sometimes
is man, but
I just think sometimes we end up trying to stimulate debate when there's nothing to be debated. But you go and
no,
speak.
man is man. You have a point, you have a point, but you have to strike a balance. As me say, yeah, that those are for the people who want to go to school and read and do research and everything. And everybody want when they left high school to go back to sector again management. But they want to make money. So they're going to use them talent and run. Make the money. If it don't work, well, they might find a way out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying and seeing is that remember we're saying that listen, this is opinionated. So
Right.
you can say the athletes should all go pro. That's your opinion.
Now, what I am saying now with the Alan Reid case management is that a 10.92 on a Diamond League circuit, or she can make good money, good money. You understand me? Good money. Same as a incumbent. You understand me? So if she choose to go college, well, it's okay for me. I would not tell her not to go college, but if she choose to go pro, I would support her as well. The problem we have, people now support her if she choose to. They must say go college. Hello.
Because people have them opinion unseen.
You understand me?
Yes, I understand you. But
Look at Kirk Hill and her performance. A lot of people are jump up now and I say, yes, man, the girl of the future, baby. But for them, in the basher when she say she go pro.
who?
You understand me?
But unseen. Sports is a thing with of glorious uncertainties, they say about cricket. So you don't know. I think Ronaldo Rose was one of those athletes that people thought he was going to be one of the next biggest thing in track and field. People thought like Dexter Lee after his world junior championship was going to be the next thing. Even what's her name? When thing there was coming out of Homewood, McCloughan. What's her name? McCloughan is her name. She's
Anastasia.
no, not Anastasia Leroy.
Okay.
McCloughan,
McCakin.
the 200-meter girl from Homewood,
Me,
Anisha
me
McCloughan.
know you talk.
What wrong with the unseen
No.
man?
Me know her, man. Me know her.
Anisha McCloughan.
Yeah.
Anisha McCloughan has not really matriculated into the pro status.
Okay. So I think she got GC Foster College.
When? At what point did she go to GC Foster?
I think she got GC Foster.
When?
I'm a mix up.
When did she
Oh
go?
no, Anna.
And Anisha
Anastasia.
McCloughan was either at Racers or at MVP. How she got GC Foster when she had MVP?
Oh yeah, I mix her up with Anastasia. Two of them from one with them. One they got GC. And one. But man is man, you know what the trick is? Some of the time these at least them say them I go pro in them I go college, It's just that they don't, you understand me, don't come up and when they're at the track meet.
But
You understand me? So
unseen,
if you
yet
don't really
you're saying that an athlete get a college scholarship, but they have gone pro.
Huh?
The, you're saying that these
No,
athletes.
like a Tina Clayton. Tina Clayton I go school. Not Tina Clayton I go school.
So you're saying
Them
that,
pro.
but are they? So they are going to school, but they have professional contracts.
Right. So they're not running for the college or the intercol. No.
Huh? But they are going to school.
They're not. Yeah, but they are going to school.
Okay. So Tia and Tina Clayton are pro athletes who are going to school. Okay, that's good.
Right.
You know that Anisha McCloughan used to be Chilean Fraser Price.
No, I don't know about that one there.
Somebody saying that she left. She left. She left. All right. All right. Hey, listen, this conversation. All right, so people, let's go again. For the persons who started on the stream early, here's what we said. Here's what we said. Number one, Alana Reid is 18. She can take the option of going to college because the 4 year, 2 years, whatever. That's it. We're not talking about an athlete that tries to go pro, it don't work out and go back to college. We are not saying again that night. We're not saying the athletes don't go to college, but at what point? All right. So unseen, where you and I need to check this. I never knew that you can be a professional athlete and still get a scholarship.
But man, me never say she's on a scholarship at the college.
So she's not on a scholarship. So you're saying
they
that
don't need a scholarship to go to a college.
Oh, so you're saying that they are paying their way through college now?
That's what I would think. I'm
oh
not sure
no, Unseen, you can't tell me that, man. That is what you think.
One of the management, I am not sure about if it's their sponsors paying or whoever paying or them pay out of their pocket. That's why I'm not sure about that part. I know it's Chicago School. That's what I know about.
All right.
So the investigation should be who paying the bill. If it's scholarship or what.
All right. Okay, listen. I can't. All right. So I never knew if your people listen. Man learn every day. So people can be on scholarship and be on pro contracts. You learn every day. I never knew that.
No, in Jamaica.
Oh, in Jamaica, I never knew that I could be a professional and be on a college scholarship. I never knew that. So if that can work in Jamaica, kudos. I first, honestly, I'm not being cynical. It is the first I'm ever hearing something like that. That you can be on professional college contract and get a college scholarship in Jamaica. Never knew that.
So man, what about the players who are playing for their club in Jamaica and playing intercollegiate football for their colleges in Jamaica?
So you're saying that you have professional people, like, for example, a man could have a contract with Cavaliers and get a scholarship with GC Foster at the same time.
Man, as I said, I don't know if it's a scholarship or what arrangement them having, but they are going to the college and they're playing intercol.
So what I'm saying to you is that though, Unseen, all right?
Mm-hmm.
If I am paying you professionally, how you can go play for GC Foster?
I don't know, man. Remember you? All right, man. You used to the American system. I tell you what me see.
No, man. All right, think about it, Unseen. Just no, man. Me hear what you're saying, but think about it. If I am paying you 100,000 a month, maybe you can go to school, because you can go to school. But can you play for that school and train with that school if I am paying your salary?
Yeah, in Jamaica right now.
Really?
Yeah, man.
No, sir. Me need somebody to come on. Me not believe you, Unseen.
All right. So
you can go to the school, because you can pay your way through school. But how do you play
Alright,
for the
but
school if I'm paying you professionally?
man is man. The second string goalkeeper for Dumbo go Michael University College.
But that don't mean him have a professional
Um,
contract. Unseen.
I'm
But
play intercal.
unseen. Him because
So
him unseen. Listen to me
what
now.
kind of contract he would be on?
Maybe you need to find out if he has a contract from
I'm moving
from
now.
unseen.
No.
Unseen. Unseen.
Yes.
All I'm saying is that
Money is one.
you
Money is one. I call.
all right. People, like I said, I am willing to learn. I, I am willing to learn. So Dwight says that he can call and explain it. So somebody need to explain it to me. So yes, Dwight.
All right, so let me explain. I'm going to explain Jamaica and US. He is correct. Okay. There are players in the JPL, especially younger ones, that are on money to go to GC Foster, Michael teachers colleges, definitely your community colleges, and they have a very small professional contract to play football in the JPL. These contracts that they're on playing professional JPL does not cover their extreme living and everything. So what they're doing, they're going to school with a scholarship that they have, do a little bit of academic to make sure they have a plan B if the football team don't work out. So yes, technically they are professional football players and they're attending school on scholarship.
No man. So,
For track and field.
no,
So
no,
for
no.
track and
Dwight. Let me just ask you a question. So just this hypothetical. Explain to me, right? So a player has a contract with Mount Pleasant that they pay him money every month, but he is allowed to play to have a scholarship with the
Monique.
with
Same.
Monique
That's
with
it.
so he has a scholarship with Monique College and he plays at Monique College as well.
That part I don't. That's the one I don't know if they play for the college. That one I don't know. I know they attend the college.
Which is what I'm saying. I am saying that you can go to school. You can even pay your way through school. What I'm saying, how do you have a contract with a professional club and still play for a next team? So
Yeah,
suppose you get injured at money. Who is
yeah, you're
responsible?
correct on that one.
Who is
I don't.
responsible for your
You're
medical?
not. You're not allowed to play for both of them. You're not allowed to do both. You're not allowed to play for both. You are correct on that one. You're allowed to attend school, but you're not allowed to play for both. So let me dip into the track and field one because the track and field one I know it's a little bit better. All right. Notice our athletes when they get pro deals, they're signing with the shoe companies, Nike, New Balance, Puma, right? Adidas. What they're putting there as a part of the contracts, the athlete and their representative ask for their education to be covered,
Yeah.
right? So technically, they're attending school. Nike pays the tuition, real room and board, and everything else like that. And they need to make sure that they have time or take their classes online so they can run the European circuit, Diamond League, and all that because that is part of your Nike contract. Nike's not paying you to go to school; they're paying you to run. They're just giving you the privilege to attend school as part of your contract. That's how it works in the States and Jamaica. So somebody will run for University of Oregon their first 2 years. Nike come to you and say, you know what, you want to go professional? All right, let me give you a
But isn't
professional
that though?
deal.
Isn't that you're not a pro, but you have a shoe deal with Nike?
Correct.
I think there's a difference though. When I say that I'm a, I'm a professional, to me, I can be a professional and still sign with Nike. I can be an amateur athlete and still sign with Nike.
No, you can't. You cannot be an amateur NCAA athlete and have a shoe deal with Nike. No,
You
you
ca-
cannot have. You cannot be an amateur NCAA athlete and have a shoe deal. No, that's not allowed.
so you're saying no NCAA athlete can have in any sport can have.
Their own shoe deal. No, they're not allowed to have it. No. You
Okay.
can have an apparel agreement where you go to the store with a certain brand, which cannot contradict your school brand when you're training or running, but you're not allowed to have your separate shoe contract.
Hey, right now, me I get all confused, yeah, man. But Jason,
No, but
hold on.
yeah, you have to understand. Okay, and then,
All right, all right.
let me give you another one that really affects Jamaica. That you put it. When you see our athletes that are top U20 junior athletes, they are now um, eligible for IOC Olympic scholarships. The IOC Olympic scholarship means you're Olympic or internationally caliber athlete. Either the athlete via the Jamaica Athletics Association, JAAA, JAAA, applies for that money and they get money to pay the coach, pay for your housing, and take you to the meet. So they also get that money.
All right.
So you can end up getting a triple dip. You can get money from the shoe company, money through your IOC scholarship, and money from any other endorsement deals you have. That's how you should finance it. That's how the package goes. So that's why it
All right.
benefits those athletes
Oyini
to
Blake
stay
is saying,
local.
do it. Please give actual real life examples to substantiate.
I, so, for example, all right, I'm just going to use the most obvious one that's clear out there. Usain Bolt was on a Puma contract and he was also on the IOC scholarship at the same time when he was younger because he was an elite athlete.
But the difference with you and you saying was not in college.
No, because right. But if he wanted to use
No, what I'm
some of the
saying though,
money,
you have to find an example where the person actually in college.
right? Like okay, right now where they're in college and they're running track. Give me let's take the lunch break, but give me about 10, 15 minutes. I'll research and find somebody that's in college
Yeah,
that is on a shoe contract.
yeah, yeah.
But a lot of people don't know about the IOC and the JAAA scholarship. Yes, if you, for example, what's his name right now? In Krumi, Barujo,
Yeah,
KC,
yeah.
100% eligible to get a full IOC scholarship, $1,000 plus some coach I get paid in addition to the Nike money. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
That's a factor that some people don't know that. But
Uh,
let me research. I'll
yeah,
tell you
and
more.
let me know.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, man. All right. Thanks. All right. So I'm trying to get Jason. No, man. So Jason, nobody was saying that, man. It's just to go to school, not to play for the school. No, man. Jason. So some persons are saying you can actually have a contract, a professional contract, and still play for the school. People are saying that. People are saying that, man. All right, this is somebody from. All right, sure improvement was at UWI. So she says the school gives you a scholarship to play for them. UWI normally don't allow the scholarship student to participate in inter-hall competition. I, listen, I don't unless Jamaican contracts are different, but I'm thinking like, all right, so Mount Pleasant is paying a player to play and to train. How can that player go and play for money? When if they see the player playing corner league, the player is suspended and it's a breach of contract. So how then do they do that? I was referring to what Unseen was saying. He wasn't saying they had scholarship or even represent the school. Oh, just what so yeah, but I agree with that. I agree that because if I have a contract, nobody can stop me. If I sign my contract with say don't beholden, they can't stop me from going to school because I can go school on my own. But what Unseen is saying, Unseen is not sure. Unseen is not sure who is paying because he's thinking that the school has given them a scholarship. But remember, even with the Claytons were not signed by UWI because we have had athletes who receive scholarship from UWI to attend. I think the Clayton were signed by MVP, and they may be going to UTEC. How that works, I don't know. I understand. I don't know. We have none other than the mighty Ketterock in the building.
I like it. Praise God for the rain Friday. Escape this and say again. My life. live to play another day. But you know, we have to talk for you. First of all, big up bass and they say a big bad sound, you know. God know. Man, them have so chilled, brother. But you don't have to leave Friday for go Brownstone. Yeah, man. But
yeah, man.
Good sound. So we have to give respect where respect, Joe. And the whole sound system, you know, that give.
So your funeral is on. The funeral at Ketterock is online as well, so people can go and watch it.
But we never did, man. Until they say rain come down, so it never reached the part there.
Are you dead, but you never get to bury?
Oh man. We can't do it in the first round and second round. Man. We can't do it. We have cute cat hold them around there. But the man, them have some breed and new cute, brother.
Jason Gouda says rain need to fall now, so Leeds don't have to play as well.
We're not there in the bottom. We're not there in the relegation zone. As long as you stay out of the relegation zone, you're all right.
Okay.
But I just want to say quickly, man. And I know speak as an authority, and I think maybe you might want to get somebody like a recruiter who recruits for colleges or something like that to give us the facts. But if you're on a professional contract and you can go to school online or part-time and pick and choose your classes, and maybe it will take you 10 years to get a degree. You can do that. No one's saying that. But what Unseen jumped on to say was precisely what you were rebutting, that you come and you get a scholarship from the school, represent the school or the college rather, and you have a pro contract, and that is not on. That's not possible. You understand? That's not possible. So the issues of trading, the issue of match day. So if you have if you have a pro contract with Manchester City now, and they are to play on Tuesday, and you have a final exam for your degree, you're going to tell Man City you're not going to turn up against Arsenal to win the Premier League? It doesn't make no sense, right? So, but there can be other example, and I'm waiting to hear about these things where your shoe sponsor, when they say Nike sponsor, so it's really shoe and gears, right? It's really shoes. Your team is responsible for your gears, so you can be Adidas can sponsor the team, and you have a Nike. You can wear your Nike shoes, but you can't wear a Nike shirt. Right, so I'm waiting to hear where these sponsorship deals come in. I'd love to hear about, like from Neo, about the new image and name rights that that college students have in the United States.
NIL, they call it.
I don't know, but I know you have some new rights.
Yeah.
But they do have the image rights, and that was something that was won at the Supreme Court. I remember hearing that, so it's interesting. It's interesting, right?
Well, my question though is that so say that I have, let's use Arnett Gardens. I have a contract with Arnett Gardens where I play for Arnett Gardens and I get paid every month. But can I get a scholarship to attend Michael, which is close by, and then still play intercal for Michael while I have the pro contract? The reason why I asked in the Ketterock is that, say that I'm playing for Michael and I get injured, what happens to my contract with Arnett Gardens? So, I'm not sure.
No, because there are issues of insurance, and insurance is the main one. because players have to be insured. So you that is why you get a release when, and I think we have spoken about this before. I raised it with you, and you agreed, and I think somebody else agreed as well. Might have been Mr. Speed, that the release that you get when the JFF asks for a player to be released is that they are temporarily released from their contractual arrangements with that club for the period of the FIFA window. So, for example, if a flight was cancelled and they couldn't go back and the FIFA window ended, they couldn't turn up and play a friendly match for Jamaica the next day if their rescheduled flight, let's say, is on Wednesday. You understand, Marines?
Yeah.
It's a specific time with and callers. It's a specific time which then means that if you're injured playing for the country doesn't have any liabilities for your injury and your recovery and your rehabilitation. That's what that is. So
What
sorry,
I
go
know
ahead.
happened. What I know happened is that there are some, like, I think, for example, like Anisha McCluckin. Anisha McCluckin actually got a sports scholarship to UTEC. So she was attending UTEC because she ran for UTEC in Intercal. Though Racers MVP was training there and training her. That is what I know. So sometimes what end up happening is that they're at and you'll see them. A lot of the athletes, they run for like UTEC. The other one was Natasha Morrison. Natasha Morrison was at UTEC, attending UTEC because she was on a scholarship from UTEC. But she trained with MVP. But she didn't have a pro contract with MVP because she was on a
MVP, right.
scholarship at UTEC.
You're going deeper than me. 'Cause as I said to you, I don't chuck up it is not my thing, and I don't want to be
Yeah.
speaking on something that I don't fully know about. But these are interesting discussions because as you are doing Mannings, you are facilitating knowledge, and knowledge is key to all of us, especially those who are parents who have children who will have these decisions to make now in the near future or further down the line. But we just want to say to you, man, I don't want you to get flustered with unseen. Come see you hold your head. Remember that in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And unseen is the man that is going to take the God. Give me 5 examples of heaven and earth where you created before. So, I don't want you hold your head.
Yeah. Yeah. Sherika Jackson did the same thing. But Ketak, here's what I want to ask him is right now that Johnson Clark Harris, seeing that you're on the line, has been on fire for Petersburg, I think the name is,
Yes.
in the
Yeah,
championship. Petersburg. Hello?
Peterborough.
Peterborough. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has been on fire in the championship. Mikel Antonio is also on good goal scoring form. There is also Shamar Nichols, but really and truly,
On goal scoring form?
no, Mikel Antonio has been on good.
No. You said, and there's also Shamar Nicholson.
Yeah, meaning
You were
that
speaking about.
I mean, I don't. His form has not been up there in terms of goal, but he has been a fixture of the team.
He has not scored. He has not scored any goals, I don't think, for 2023. Right.
Johnson Clark
But
Harris.
there you go.
Yeah, Johnson Clark Harris.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I know it may not be Mikel Antonio, Johnson Clark Harris, and Shamar Nicholson. Is that a good combination or trio of strikers to kind of put us over the edge, especially in the World Cup qualifying? Or we need, you still have a Jamal Lowe that can play in that position, or we would need someone else?
Okay, so here is the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm going to make a recommendation to that I'm begging you to put to the coach, begging you. Those are 3 different kinds of strikers, but they all depend on strength, except Mikel Antonio, who uses speed as well. right? Because he's coming from being a right back. I believe you need a small forward, or what they call a second striker, small striker. The best available to Jamaica would be Cameron Archer. That sort of thing, or Dane Scarlett from Tottenham Hotspur, 5'10", 5'9", the sort of Michael Owen, Jamie Vardy kind of size striker. So I believe that would add a difference to the mix. Jamal Lowe is the same kind of player to Mikel Antonio, except that he's not as strong, but he's still a centre forward that is brute force, right? It's a good mix because Johnson Clark Harris is left-footed, Mikel Antonio is right-footed, so it's a good mix to have, very good mix to have.
So you're saying that
But I think we need that small striker. But
Cameron Archer.
Cameron Archer is the best available player eligible to Jamaica, striker eligible to Jamaica. 21 years old, and the first team player. He's out on loan from Aston Villa. The other, but but again, he's the same kind of striker would be Ellis Sims at Everton, who is eligible, but he's a three-way eligibility. He's eligible for England, he's eligible for Jamaica, and he's also eligible for Poland.
No, but you don't go into what I'm thinking is that, all right? So if you have, so let's say you have Mikel Antonio.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
As your number one. Just say that, all right? You have.
Yes, sir.
So this is now whether you go two strikers or one striker down the middle with two persons on the wing, because a lot of people are saying that it is better if Jamaica play with like the one striker option with two wingers. If you play that option, you'd have to go. You have Mikel Antonio. Say Mikel Antonio is your first option. You have Shamar Nicholson and you have Johnson Clark Harris. All right. You also have Jamal Lowe that functions both as wing and forward. And then you have Demari Gray, who will be a part of the mix. Do you need all of these other options you're mentioning?
There's a need for a tricky striker who can pull a lock when brute force or speed can, that very tricky. I think Michael Owen, that goal poacher who can pop up, who has a low center of gravity. No, I would say to you, and you ask me, I think the best options available to Jamaica would be Cameron Archer, and I'm talking about people who are eligible, right, and who have a modicum of interest, and Reece Cleary at West Bromwich Albion.
But Reece Cleary is not a tricky striker, man. He's not one of those diminutive tricky striker. No.
Reece Cleary from West Bromwich Albion?
Of course.
Unless
Reece Cleary is a diminutive, skillful, tricky striker?
Well,
that's how you describe
he
it?
Could have had, I would describe not diminutive, but I describe him as tricky. There are three of them, so let me just give you three names. Reece Cleary, Dane Scarlett, and Cameron Archer.
Okay.
Oh, please don't tell me season ender. Marins, one day I have to call a prayer, because I don't know how these players are get season-ending injury. Jamari Clark, season-ending injury. Nathan Ferguson.
Listen. So, Cataract, what I'll say, I've watched Reece Cleary. Reece Cleary, in a couple of years, I think will be like Mikel Antonio or Ivan Toney. That kind of striker to me.
Okay.
When I think about diminutive strike, I think about that Gabriel Jesus. He doesn't strike me as that.
Okay. Let me tell
I
it
like how
factually.
Jason
Let me tell it
described it.
factually.
Jason says
I was
Clary is
reading.
tricky, like how Bradford tricky.
Shut up, Jason Gooder. Shut up. Shut up.
That's a good one.
Patrick Bamford is a good striker. Ian Campbell, thank you, Ian Campbell. We can agree on one thing that Dane Scarlett is tricky. Would you say Cameron Archer is a tricky striker,
No,
Ian?
no, like I think probably
Cameron Archer I'm talking about now.
no,
He-
I never think Cameron Archer is like that. Like Cameron Archer is developing into the mold of what's his name. In fact, let me tell you this.
You're great, you know. You just make up a show that big last show.
No, man, we should move on. What I'm going to say to you is that
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Like Ollie Watkins,
So you
right?
think Ollie Watkins is punitive?
No, what I'm saying to you, Cameron, to me, is like Ollie Watkins.
Okay.
Because for me, when I think about tricky, and maybe I think the trickiest, if there's such a word, striker. See, Jason and I agree. He's like Ollie Watkins. Jason and I agree that Archer is more a finisher that has pace, good on the turn.
And fresh God and I agree, which never happens.
All right, so let me give you an example. So when I think about players who are very, like I think Rashford as a player in England is a very tricky. I think he's the closest to what we would call a tricky striker in England.
Interesting.
Give me a next striker that Harry Kane.
Callum Wilson.
Who? Callum Wilson is not tricky.
Callum Wilson tricky.
No, Cataract. Listen, tricky is different from being smart or having high IQ as a footballer. So I don't know if maybe we're mixing up terms. When I think about tricky, let me tell you what I think about tricky.
You are thinking about Jack Grealish and the foot tricks and the little step overs and those things. That's what you're thinking of?
So what do you call tricky? Well, you know what? Explain to me, when you say tricky, what do you mean?
Why, Jason? May I come to school? Come here, learn some things. Because Jason would have just put something, and I am now thinking speedy poacher type of forward. Oh, tricky for me means you are difficult to mark. You lose your marker easily. Operate good in tight spaces, and able to get off a shot in tight spaces, making you tricky to mark and close down. That would be my definition of it, if I was asked. I guess some people use pace to be tricky. But my ultimate definition of a tricky would be Michael Owen. But then Michael Owen was a lot of raw pace. God, it's a good question.
Definitions. I think you're using the word. Like, I agree. I don't know.
I'll accept the wheel and come again. So let me play back at you in a clash. But no man. But if you're asking though, but maybe I would say that kind of pure finisher. Let me just say a pure finisher who can operate in tight spaces. Then let me give a better definition. So I think or let me ask you then. Let me put you of the three players I mentioned who are eligible to have an England senior cap, not around the England senior team, even though they are around some of the age group teams. Which of them would the people who know would you think would add something to the mix of strikers we have?
So here's what I believe. Right now, I think we can get like Johnson Clark Harris. Immediately, I would think like he is the most ready to come in now, given his form.
No, but you gave him already. You had him as the tree. You have him as the big tree. But Johnson Clark.
For Reese, Reese, I would if he's fit and available, I'd bring him to the CAC games.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Next.
All right.
Cameron Archer.
Cameron Archer. Cameron Archer can also go to the CSE games because I think at some point in the campaign, having them having played in those CSE games, they will probably transition. I just feel like during the World Cup campaign, which is now by 2025 middle, we may
No.
have to the middle at yeah.
Normally, it would start in 2024 because
Yeah,
remember
man. Yeah, man.
it would conclude.
So that's what
It
I'm
would
saying. It
conclude
starts.
in
It starts
2025.
in 2024. By
Right.
2025, so in 2025, in the middle, because the campaign will be going on, I think at that
Right.
time, Mikel Antonio's minutes will be handled completely different. I think because
Okay.
yeah. So
I agree with you.
at
I
that
agree
time
with you.
at that time now, like a Johnson Clark Harris, a Shamar, then you can bring in one of those in terms of making the transition. But those players would have had the CSC games and a couple of tournament and like Nations League to kind of begin to blood them into the system as Mikel Antonio and those guys carry the load. So that is how I would kind of transition because of the age factor and stuff. I don't know. That's just my thought though.
No, but I mean, I have to listen carefully to your thought. I think Cameron Archer would, in my view, would be ready for a senior team insertion in a Gold Cup squad. I believe he would
Yeah.
score goals if you're talking about a new addition. Um, Reese Cleary and Dane Scarlett, I think, would benefit from a CAC game, but I don't think you could attract a player who is in England under 21s to come and play with Jamaican under 21s. I think you could poach them into a senior team. You understand?
Yeah.
If I'm making sense. So that is the thing. But Natty Congo he agrees with me, and I think he's very underrated, Cameron Archer, because he just hasn't been given that run in the Aston Villa team, and it's unlucky because I think that this year with the under Unai Emery he would have flourished
Yeah, but you see
because
that,
Unai
but
Emery
I
has
don't
turned
see
them
him.
into a
I don't
really
see him.
attacking threat.
What I'm saying though, Keter, because I don't see him getting into the team over Mikel Antonio right now on form, or getting into the team over Johnson Clark Harris right now on form, or even a Shamar Nicholson who has been around and understand the thing. Should I still bring him as like a fourth option? If you're going to have guys like Jamal Lowe who plays at Dural, I'm just saying, you understand me? That's just
No,
all I'm asking. Like, how does it work?
Well, for me, and you've heard me say this before, and I'm not ducking behind anything. Um, I would have to leave that to the wisdom of the coach, who I believe in. I
Yeah.
believe in Coach Grim, but I think to give him the option, to see how he puts it together. No, Dwight has been asking a question, one which Dwight, and be honest, one that really gets under my skin. People don't just walk around and pick up Jamaican passports. So what I can tell you about Cameron Archer is that Cameron Archer and his teammate Keenan Davis approached a Jamaican international who is at their club and asked about the process to getting a Jamaican citizenship and coming to play for Jamaica. And he was fobbed off, fanned off. Okay, good. No, let's go.
All right, so
Whisper
Keter,
before
solution to
Cameron.
the problem. Seeing that you're
So let me give you a solution to the
no,
Johnson Clark
no, no,
Harris
no,
Cup.
no, 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 no,
Okay,
Keter.
okay.
Let
Sorry,
me give you
go
a
ahead, go ahead.
solution to the problem you just
Okay,
raised.
okay,
All right,
okay. Yeah.
that if that is what happened, I think that is most unfortunate. But there is a solution to every problem that arises. Here is the solution.
Yes, sir.
The same way you got that information, get the information to Cameron Archer, right? Get a contact, and I will have him contacted, or his agent or his representative.
Okay. So I don't know if I told you how I came by that, but I can tell you it. It was not through Cameron Archer's side, it was through Keenan Davis. and I encountered his uncle at Pico. Unfortunately, I was preoccupied at the time with Grant and someone else. So it's my oversight. I take full responsibility. I should have really gotten the man's everything. But he was at the time saying that he was there at Pico to try and find out information for his nephew, who, had been trying to find this information out from his teammate, but none was forthcoming. And it was the two of them. He said those two names. But what I can tell you is that Cameron Archer is at Middlesbrough, and his agent is Unique Sports Group. And if the coach, and he is still a contracted player to Aston Villa. Right. So I would throw that back on you to say you could probably ask the coach to speak with the Jamaican international at Aston Villa and ask him to.
How the coach get into
Hold on, man. Then the coach will speak to his players.
Huh? Oh, yeah, no. Are you saying that?
I'm asking you.
You're asking
the team manager. Ask the team manager. The team manager. The team manager. The team manager.
Sir, I am just asking you. I'm just asking you how I could just ask how that come into the conversation. And that's all I'm asking you, sir. But continue.
But why are we going for somebody? Don't pull an unseen on us. Right? Okay, let me do it. Ask the relevant authority and the competent authority in Jamaica, in the Jamaica Football Federation, to speak to the current international, Jamaica senior international at Aston Villa, and ask him to ascertain from the following teammates their contact numbers. Keenan Davis, Cameron
Ketterer. All right. So
Jacob Ramsey.
let me ask you a question. If you play every Friday night at Tracks and Records, right? And the man says, hey, you know what? We are look at sound for player right now the slot we are play right here now. Give me some of the top sound man them number now. What would you do?
The top sound man them number? I would say yes, because the top sound, but they don't play at the same slot. They don't play at the same slot. They're not playing at the same
You cannot change, Keter. You cannot change the example that I'm giving you.
They don't play at the same slot.
Keter, you cannot change Keter.
Let me tell you something. Manning, just in case you don't know, hold on, let me help you now. I am looking at you on my laptop. I know we on a phone call, you feel like some cast here till you're 32 teeth. Like in the elite ladder. No, still 32. Yes, I watch a full screen on my laptop while we are talking about WhatsApp.
Let me ask you the question again.
Ask me the question.
So,
ask me the question.
You play at Tracks and Record every Friday from 9 to 12. And they walk up to you and say, Ketara, you know, so we are trying to find a sound for play.
Give me a number for Base Odyssey.
for 9 to 12. You don't have Base Odyssey number. And kill him and Jara. What would you do?
That's over Jara more time. My favorite Base Odyssey more, I'm sure Jara.
So would you give them Base Odyssey number? Or you make them go find it themselves? People they want to laugh.
No, not the truth, regardless. Not the truth. I give them a wrong number still.
All right.
I give them a wrong number.
Say no more. Say no more. You make your point now.
I give them a wrong.
Say no more.
I tell you the truth, regardless. I give them a truth, no. No, Master. I will never lock off Cataract yet. Don't do that. Me get a lock off from Bayside. I never get a lock off from Jara. Cataract lock off Jara. So, what me attack the truth? No, but I'm just saying that but the players we're talking about don't play in the same position as the Jamaican international.
You know what is that's a good point, but what I'll say to you, if I believe, and this has happened, like my people have asked me, yo, you can't Me I play a league and my younger brother the on the side as me I try boss him, you know, make him the on the side and him a play. Man I ask me if me can bring one of my top striker them from town come play for the side. And then my brother play forward.
So they do. They give him a rag address to the club. So the man end up a killer. I wait a bit.
No, so basically you are trying to tell me say, am my brother you want to replace? Brother, you have to go find that by your own. Me not give no info. As some easy. Me not go give you info for replacing brother in the team. So maybe a man feel like say, you know, so the person and me very close.
Okay.
Why would I?
Oh.
Why would
Oh.
I? Why would
Okay.
I
So,
give?
I understand where you're going. I understand where you're going.
Why would
So
I
you say
help
that
you to replace one of my?
the current. I understand. So you say the current international would
No,
give
I'm
me the
just
information to replace
No,
the incoming international. Okay. Okay. But no names are being called. Somebody's
no,
man is
sir. I never say
protected.
no. I never say no. I'm just using an example so we can understand. Because sometimes these things happen. Sometimes the thing happen, you feel like say, if a next man coming at the thing, your bread you know go come out at the thing. So guess what? If you can, but me not help you. Because me not want it go come around and say, boy, you know, say, other man they help me get me thing deal with. And then because my brethren can feel say, oh, so you set up the man them to get me out of the system and say me are your friend. So you just deal with it some other way. If you're gonna replace my brother, me not gonna be the one to get the information. But if you replace him and I like me, I go
Okay.
vex. But my brother enough to come and say, why me give them the number for them getting him out?
Okay.
Me not want him them say that.
So,
So me not, that could be the case.
so you say that the block and delete button on whisper phone would be active.
Brethren, do not get me involved in a no cascas.
Don't valve you. All right, we don't valve you.
Don't valve you, sir.
We don't valve you.
Yeah.
But we have to get. No, but we have to get to them. Because Aston Villa is in Birmingham. It's the big team in Birmingham, and Birmingham is the second largest concentration of Jamaicans. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't think, honestly, though, Cataract, I agree.
You don't think that's the route? All right. You don't think that route are gonna work then?
No, man. What I'm saying, I don't think players, cause it's very tough. Because if personally, you know this, Cataract, if me help or tell 5 players the process, you know what mankind stay and them coming at the team. You see the 5 players who then probably replace, they're probably going to feel like, they're probably going to feel like, me. So I think we should remove that from players and let, maybe a man can say, yeah man, come and play for Jamaica if you want and thing, and, you know, call the JFF and make them deal with it, because I don't, and just be honest and say, listen, I don't want to do this now and then anybody believe like I am the one that fight them out of them position, so I'd prefer if you go through the JFF. And I would say, listen, why don't you call the team manager? That's what I would have done and give them the money. But personally, I think it's kind of tough sometimes to ask the players to do that, because you don't want, like I wouldn't want Mariappa to go and talk to 5 players. Yeah.
Listen, okay, it's a different perspective. I can respect that. I can respect that. I can respect that. I can respect that. I can respect that perspective. I can respect that perspective. But you don't think so? The other perspective is that I want to go to the World Cup, and my club teammate I see is putting in 30 goals for the season in the Premier League, challenging Haaland for the Golden Boot next year. You don't think I should get him number and give, because I'm going to reach at the World Cup for sure?
That is why I am saying that I am not.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, so
I'm
what
just
I would
asking
say
you.
is that, listen, I
am giving you this scenario.
Yeah, I would say, listen, because I think I'm going to help you now. But here's how. Call the team manager. I don't want to be the one to tell you, fill out this form, do this and all of those things, because I'm a player. So his best person is to talk to the team manager. I want the player to come and play, you know. And I say, yeah, man, it will be good for you to join the team, but talk to the team manager.
Okay.
Like, for example,
Natty Congo gave one example. So why Michael Antonio was trying to convince Ivan Toney to represent Jamaica then?
Yeah, because Michael Antonio, Ivan Toney would have start.
You know, feel like you want to get shown.
no, yeah,
Man is, no, what you're saying, man, is, look here, what you're saying, factor, fun and joke aside, is that it's a complicated business, right? It's a complicated thing. And we can't just look at it one way. And
Yeah.
I accept the wisdom in your thing. But accept the wisdom in mind that those are the three. So I don't know how you go and get to them, but if you wanted one to add to this thing. But I really wanted to make this point about Johnson Clark Harris. I believe, honestly, that the only way that Johnson Clark Harris is going to get his citizenship is for him to be brought to Jamaica to put in the application at Pico on Island prior to the Gold Cup, and then join the party in the pre-Gold Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that going through I don't think that he's going to make that trek from Peterborough down to London in the time needed. And by the time he's able to do that come the end of the season,
All right. So
because I believe, hold on, let me just make a point, because I believe that Peterborough is most likely going to be in the playoffs for promotion to the championship. So they will have an extra 2 weeks to their season. You get me? When everybody else has been finished, the playoff teams have an extra 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right. So here's how we're going to do now, Ketara, because we need to make some we need to make some calls to see if we can get some of these things done this week. I just realized that we need to make some calls.
So to just show you the urgency of the thing.
I'll make some calls. Me have a farmer player.
We are going to talk after this. We are going to talk after this.
We have a farmer player that is, he has been in London, but he moved from London back to a next place right now. So me go talk to him for
undisclosed location.
Yeah. We have a look at scheme. Yeah.
But what happened here? And let me be clear. I don't know if it's the big man, Marcus Gill, but last time I remember, he was a former president of the Black Players Association. Big Marcus.
Marcus Gill.
So I don't know if there's avenues.
All right.
I don't know if there's avenues, but
we'll go see.
Yeah, but
me have a contact. Me have a contact for Marcus Gill.
So Johnson Clark Harris is on course to score the 30 goals this season, because he scored 25.
More than Ivan Toney.
26. No.
More than Ivan Toney when Ivan Toney was a thing there?
No, man, Ivan Toney scored 30 something, brother. Ivan Toney has the record in him. Ivan Toney has the record, but Ivan Toney's record was also in the championship.
Yeah, so the championship I'm talking.
No, man, but Johnson Clark Harris is in League One.
Oh, yeah. The championship and League One. Hey, right. Listen, the man who beat me, Cataract, the man who say me I try avoid the things in the thumbnail. So me will talk about the Arsenal game, because Dima is a Liverpool man, and he might urge me to discuss Arsenal versus Manchester City. Me not understand what that have to do with Liverpool.
Well, that seems to be a top of the table clash, and as you know, that is not where I reside. But let me say congratulations. I believe that Mikel Antonio watching these programs, and every time people talk about Mikel Antonio, and his possible demise in the Reggae Boys, the man just come up and score a couple goals that remind us of the 30 years he scored in Europe on Thursday and then come back and score on Saturday. So Mikel Antonio showed he can turn it on when he needs to be. And this is going to hurt man like such man from Westmoreland in the chat. But Marins, Crawley Town 2, Hartlepool 0. Anthony Grant assisting them to secure and avoid relegation. Safe and living to fight in the English Football League. It was mad scenes. I got a video call just to see. I hope we can understand that at the other end of the spectrum in football, Manins, there are different kinds of emotion. Avoiding the drop into non-league football is almost equal to winning the Premier League for those players down there. So it was crazy celebrations in Crawley Town. For those who don't know where Crawley Town is, it's where Gatwick Airport is in just outside of London. But they're now safe with 2 games to go.
All right, Keto.
So it
Respect
was
as
a nice
usual.
Also, congratulations to Corey Adai. He pulled off a stunning save to prevent the team from going forward. So 2 reggae boys on that team, or former reggae boys, if you want to put it that way. So congratulations to Tony, Corey Adai and Anthony Grant on assisting their team to avoid relegation and remain in the English Football League pyramid. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right, Keto.
So-
Listen, bless up. Chris Simmons and Fresh got a challenge here. Your Johnson Clark and thing they're singing about coming.
The
No.
challenge for what?
They said, remember, he scored 31 goals the season before in League One, before promotion. Cataract.
Yes.
And then Chris Simmons says, Cataract at Peterborough, Clark scored 31 goals, then got promoted to the championship and scored 12 goals in the championship. And this season in League One, he's on 25 goals. So in 3 seasons, Clark is on 68 goals.
Yeah, but why am I being challenged? I said that Ivan Toney's 30 goal season was done in the championship. Johnson Clark Harris has never scored 30 goals in the championship. That was my point. I'm not doubting that Johnson Clark Harris is a deadly striker. The deadly left foot, he's a gifted dead ball specialist and penalty kick taker. So he's an exact replica of Ivan Toney. You know, and Ivan Toney was a replica of Oliver Watkins, aka Ollie Watkins. So Peterborough has that. That's the kind of striker that come out of Peterborough and then move to Brentford. And I wouldn't be surprised if Brentford snapped up Johnson Clark Harris next season, especially with Ivan Toney facing a ban.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. All right, Cataract. Listen, we're going to run now because, like we said, we're going to try to see if we can touch some of the topics here. And then we're going to make a phone
Touch the
call.
things,
We'll
man.
make a phone
Respect all
call
the man, them. Whole
see if
team
we can.
Cataract, everyone. So
Yeah,
big up on yourself. Bless up.
Yeah, man, I respect Cataract. All right. So, people, we are going to give Demo him joy and delight. So, Demo, I wonder why. All right, so Demo. So, people, listen. I still believe in my team, Arsenal. I am not giving up. I am not giving up. I'm still going to believe that Arsenal will win this Premier League. Still believing. You understand me? If we should fail, I think being one of the youngest team, this is still a good season. But Wednesday versus City, we have to win the game. We have to beat City. We lose to City, it is done. We beat City on Wednesday at the Etihad. Arsenal will win this. I am still confident. Bad result, but there was fighting spirit versus Southampton. 3-3. Should have lost that game. West Ham, mistakes. I don't think the team has drawn with Liverpool. Liverpool is that where did Liverpool finish in the Premier League last season? Arsenal draw with them. So we and Liverpool play twice this season. We win one and draw one. We and City play twice this season. United. We win one, we lost one. Right? We played Chelsea once. We beat them. We have them to play again. We play City, we lost. We play Tottenham, we beat them twice. City is the only top team so far that Arsenal has not gotten a point from. With all of this, who has defeated Arsenal in the Premier League? Everton, Southampton, Manchester City. However this season finished, this is no embarrassment on Arsenal. All right? For those who says like Demo, oh, they are battling it. They have battled it. This is a failure, colossal failure by Arsenal. Fine, I agree. Yeah, man. We are battlers. We choke. We puke. We vomit up. Yeah. Was Liverpool ever chased down? Did they battle it? It's not the same thing, man. Now, what I can't understand is why a Manchester United fan would prefer if City win the title. Why a Liverpool fan would prefer if City win the title. I think if anybody should want City to win, it should be Chelsea and Tottenham fans. But United fans should be screaming for Arsenal to win. Because here's the thing. I found it strange that Demon and I was here wanting Liverpool to win. And all Demon does is hate on Arsenal. Eh? Why, Demon? Why? Eh? Why, Demon? Why? Eh? So, Demo, focus on Liverpool. I don't get up, Demo. I don't get up and come on and hate against Liverpool. I always want Liverpool to do well. I always want Liverpool to do well. I'm a Liverpool fan when Arsenal are out of competition. So I cannot understand why Demo is just so eager to see Arsenal fail. Come on, Demo, you need to defend yourself, man. You understand me? When it comes on to Man U, it's a different thing. Like I'm saying, the one reason why I can't understand the Man U fans, but Man U and Arsenal have a long, like Alex Ferguson would prefer City win. Alex Ferguson over Arsenal. So we can understand the Manchester United Arsenal because of that whole stuff like. But you know that Arsenal and Liverpool have never been like rivals per se. It's kind of strange. But Demo, right? At this point, Arsenal has the upper hand to stay focused and keep focused and keep fighting to win the remaining games. This is coming from a City fan. Big up yourself. Warning me about what, Demo? Big up Fresh God. All right, yes, sir. You like this song we play? The man you so fun. All right. Hey, Demo, all right. People, let me send Demo the link because I want to know why Demo. Let me send him the link, people, because I just going to let him. We have 6 minutes or so. So let Demo come on, come. State it. Because I don't know. I don't know. Like, what has Arsenal done to Demo? Right? Even people, even Southie, who is a Liverpool fan, say, boy, I would have loved Arsenal to win the title. But Demo, so I don't know. But people, Arsenal need to win the game. If they don't win, come if they don't win come Wednesday, it is City's title. I really don't want before the game says Arsenal is the only team at the top of the table all season, and no one seems to think we can win the title. Yeah. So basically, Arsenal drop points to West Ham and drop points to Southampton. So the narrative is obviously City can't drop no points. This is football. Things are unpredictable. Unpredictable. You understand me? But if you ask me who have the upper hand right now, Arsenal have more points than City. So Arsenal must be games in hand. Doesn't mean points guaranteed. Yes, Demo. Your time. Take it away.
Um, First of all, good afternoon to everybody. Big up yourself, man. I want to take this opportunity to tell people in the comment section appreciate the condolences, messages, and all of that stuff during the rough period and thing, you know. So big up yourself, thanks again, and big up Man's man. All right. Secondly, now that that's out of the way, Mannings man, I will not allow this. I will not allow this deflection and diversion and all of this thing. It is really out of character. I'm just not gonna accept it. There is no way. At the start of the season, fine. Yeah, finishing top four, all great, lovely stuff, and it would be magical if Arsenal finish in the top four, and we'll take that. But at this point in the season, after all that has been happening, that Arsenal has been at top of the league for almost for the whole calendar year, the whole football season, there is no way that an Arsenal fan can come on here and tell me that if they don't win the league, it is still a good season. No, it is not. It is the biggest choke job in the history of football. Don't tell me because you lose the league now at the back end of the thing, say it is still a good season. Oh, and our aim at the start of the season was just to make top four, and we made top four. Yeah, sure. But you adjust as the season go on. And the season that you were having up until this point was winning the league form. Not no top four form. Win the league. I came on here and I said to you, Manchester City are going to come in the back end because they're used to this. Yeah, they have been chased down. They have chased down opponents between Liverpool and City, and they're used to this thing. I said to you, Arsenal they don't have this experience. They have not been chased down before in a title challenge with this Manchester City team behind them. Never. And they have never chased down a Manchester City team. They don't have this experience. So this is why I'm saying to you, they won't win the league. I'm going to continue to tell you, and you still come and you say, they're going to win the league, man. Da, 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 da.
People, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
no.
All right, so people. All right, so management is going to do a replay of the shows that we did with Demo at the beginning. Demo started out by selecting that Arsenal as a team would his origin at the beginning of the season, his first prediction had Arsenal out at the top four. When the league started, I think after our start, he still had these doubts, but he think that we could make top four. He had Liverpool winning the league.
Mm.
All right. No, based on what Liverpool has spent,
No,
Demo,
what? I had City winning the league, boss. Which Liverpool? But they pick
at the
Liverpool
beginning of the
again.
season, you
No,
had City
boss.
winning.
City may have win. Liverpool second. Never have City for in the league.
At
Never
the
have
first
Liverpool
show
for in
that
the
we
league.
did, Demo,
Yeah.
All right, all right.
City boss, you can't go find it. Why would
You
I
had,
pick Liverpool to win the
you had
league?
Arsenal out of the top four though, but you had Liverpool second.
Yeah, but Liverpool second, City
All
win.
right,
And
all
I
right,
had Chelsea third.
right. And Man U are Tottenham, I think you had fourth. I don't even remember.
Yeah,
But
something like
Arsenal.
that.
All right. So let me ask you now, Dima. If Liverpool falls out of the top four, did they choke?
What? What? I don't
Yeah,
understand the question. There. What?
if,
May I try
if
the connection?
you had no, just answer the question. Why me have to give you a connection? You think listen to me.
No, but I don't know the correlation between this and what Arsenal I do.
So
If Liverpool were in the top four the whole season and coming at this
no
point, them fall out of the top four, yeah, them choke.
no. At the start of the season,
Yeah,
based on the additions that Liverpool made, you said that they were going to finish
top
second
four.
behind
Yeah,
City,
second. Yeah,
and Arsenal would be out of the top four.
yeah.
Up to the last show that we did,
Mm-hmm.
where we talked about the EPL, you had Liverpool still being in the top four.
Yeah,
When you
yeah, yeah.
asked me, you said to Cranky, and you asked me, you said, Manningsman, will Arsenal win the league?
Yes, and that's when you declared yourself.
And I said, yes. Cranky
Yeah.
said otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
He said, listen, if we finish, he'll be happy. I said,
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal will win the league because
Mm-hmm.
you said you needed a definitive answer. When I asked you, you still had Liverpool finishing in the top four.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if Liverpool falls out of the top four and out of the top six, did they choke?
Based off my prediction.
Did they battle the season?
No, boss, me just give a prediction. Me say them choke. Why that's my
So if
prediction.
we predict that Arsenal are going
No,
to win the league, what is the problem you have with me?
no, because man at the start of the season, everybody can give them prediction.
But yeah, but I'm saying that even recently you said Liverpool going, which is the same time when you asked me, because at the start of the season, everybody want them club to win.
Yeah.
All the Manchester
Well,
United fans,
not me, my
Manchester
pick City.
United
Like
was
me,
going
I'm
to
a
win.
pick City.
The Chelsea fans said that when the first show that we did before a game was played in the Premier League, Manchester United fans said Manchester were going to win. Chelsea fans said Chelsea were going to win. Arsenal fans said, very few said Arsenal would win. When the league started, some people started to say, well, Arsenal or City or United. Some people had Tottenham, and then some people had Chelsea. All right, and then things began to change, and people began to change, and people began to change. So now, how is this considered a battling job by Arsenal if Liverpool they ain't battling it, Chelsea ain't battling it, if City lose, they are not battling it, but the only team who can battle the league if they don't is Arsenal if they don't win it. But anything else happens, there's no battling. Why?
Mannings, man. Me not really get the correlation. So I'm gonna say this again. Right? Arsenal have been leading the league for most of the season. At
Yeah.
some point, maybe by 12 points. 8, 12, whatever it is. Yeah? Coming down to the final 6, 7 games with such a lead. If you do not win the league, boss, you choke and you battle the league. When Liverpool never win the league, them say we choke. Yeah? When time we will lead by December, Christmas, or whatever it was, them say we choke when City chase we down and we lose the league by one.
So let me ask you, did Liverpool choke Demo?
Of course, because we lead the league by December, we never end up win the league.
Oh, so anytime Liverpool lead and don't win, they lead, they choke.
But it all depends on the context, man. That may tell you there's no way you can have such a big gap. At one point, we the league City by whatever must 8 points at the time, and them chase it down and them come and take the lead and win the league. Like, I don't understand why this is so hard for Arsenal fans process if we lose in a choke.
Oh, okay. So again, but so if so has Chelsea choked this season in the Premier League?
What Chelsea underachieve, yeah, massively.
Is that what I'm asking you?
They underachieve.
Is Chelsea massive underachievement choking?
Me no know. Maybe I don't know. Me talk about battling a title because you can't. What were Chelsea's targets this season? Was it to win
What?
the league?
All right. What was Arsenal's
Top
target
four.
this season?
That's the point that me said here from the start.
But
Uno, and maybe the
you are saying
board.
Arsenal's target, if you're going to base it on
Top
targets,
four
Demo.
was their target.
Yes.
Yes, and I am saying to you, man, as the season went on, that target changed to winning the league. Nobody can tell me differently.
Okay. No. I agree with you. That because
Okay.
you need it. So you want to win it, obviously. But I'm saying because my target changed, it doesn't mean the team that season change did not choke out the season like Chelsea.
So all right. So hold on. You know, we can't understand is the whole footballing community can
Yes.
accept the fact, and rival fans can accept the fact that listen, Arsenal had a wonderful season, but if they lose this league, they choke the season, and it is worth nothing but pretty football. You gotta have the same thing with probably Man U. Well, Man U have a trophy.
But if Arsenal win the league, is it luck?
You- Luck?
No, I'm asking you. Say Arsenal, hypothetically speaking, Arsenal
hmm
wins the league.
hmm Yeah, if you win your league, then you achieve where your target shift to, and congrats to Arsenal.
So would that mean that given that City has 2 games in hand, including Arsenal, and they would have, like you said, you understand me, chase down Liverpool. If they fail to
Mhm.
chase down Arsenal, would they have choked?
No, because they have not been leading the league as much as you have for the whole season,
Oh, okay.
and
So
by so many points.
this is
Plus,
where
games
this
in
is where
hand are not
I need to know. I need to
points.
get a definition of choking. Give me what choking is.
Man, choking, it is relative to the context of the situation. Zin? So if you there lead the league by 1 point, man, and Manchester City, they behind you by 1 point, and you end up lose the league because them beat you at the Etihad or whatever, we would consider that a choke. Given the lead that you've had leading up to this point, look, drawing 3 game back to back and all of them stuff they for drop how much many points, that is a choke job. So it's
Okay.
all
So so
relative.
so so, so leading choking is. Let me get.
Relative
Hold on. Now. Choking is relative to what?
to the
Because
to a
here's the
specific
problem. Here's the
context. Yeah.
problem. We have to begin to when we use these terms, we're gonna have to put things around them. All right.
Mm.
So choking is when a team leads the league.
No. Let me give the definition again. You
Hold
are
on,
put your own there. Right it down.
yeah, remember write it down. Hey, people, as class become today, you know. Be right, be if you write it up. Choking. Me always have a book for writing there.
So
Choking.
put Demo's definition. Yeah? Because we don't want
Demons,
yeah.
demons,
And
definition.
when you talk to me, you use that definition. You can use a different definition for other people. Right? So
Choking, yes.
choking in this footballing context is
Hold on, hold on. Let me put that in there.
yeah.
In this, which is the EPL, right?
In footballing context.
Just general football in our EPL.
In footballing context.
In this footballing, hold on, let me write that
Yeah.
footballing
Oh
context.
Lord.
Come on, man, we have to make sure we get the thing right. Context, yes.
So yeah, choking in this footballing context is relative to a
Oh Jesus,
specific
relativity.
context of
One,
the league. Is
relative
relative to the specific context of the league,
to the specific
or the specific context of a league.
context of
Yeah,
a league. All right, so
that's my working definition.
hold on. So that means choking can't apply where there's at a league format.
But I have to think about that for adding my
So a
definition.
team can't choke in the World Cup then because it's not a league.
Wait, no, but we're talking about this specific context. That's why I think
But
I'm working
that's how you have to
definition.
say of a league. You can say because it's relative. Choking is relative to the specific context of a
Wait, no,
league.
man. May I talk about this context? Because if you want me to give you a whole breakdown and do a degree on it, then sure, because we can go and say a specific game like Southampton probably show against Arsenal to give away a 2-goal lead. You see me? We can do all of that, but we don't have time for all of that. So
All
we
right.
just
So
work on this
it's relative
specific
to the
one.
specific context of a league. All
Yeah,
right. That is your definition.
yeah. And so me give the example.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want no example.
Oh,
All
but
right.
you just work with the definition.
Let me work with the definition.
All right, go ahead.
In this footballing context,
Yeah,
choking is relative to the specific context of a league.
of the league. Yeah,
So, all
yeah.
right. Has Arsenal choked?
Based off this definition,
Based off this definition,
yeah, because you have to know the specific context of the league, no. But I just want like say, yeah, you know what the dynamics entail of Arsenal
so
leading by
give me all right. So
maybe
now,
even 12 points.
eh?
At one point, you never lead
So
by 12.
give me the. Are there anything consistent? Is there any
Yes.
consistency
All right. So
with
bullet
the
points
with the
include
context? All right. So let
bullet
me just
points
say,
include
bullet. And these you're saying is that they could
specific.
be
Mhm.
applicable today, but tomorrow they may not be applicable.
Exactly. Exactly.
For example, if somehow it was Southampton leading the league, because it is
Mhm.
Southampton, we can't necessarily say the choke.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So
So
only
bullet
certain teams can choke then, because you have to put context and
in
relativity
in the
in it.
context. So if Southampton have a 20-point lead upon Manchester City with 2 games to go or whatever, or 4 games to go, and them not lose the league, and them end up lose the league, then them choke.
Okay, so now we need to add a little bit to the definition, because
No,
it
you
is
don't need to
not
add
only
it.
specific to the league, it's also specific to teams.
No, but the
Have
teams are
different.
part of the league, man. What do you mean?
No, man. But here's why I'm saying that though, because remember, part of the definition can only apply in specific context to specific team. Meaning, if Southampton were in the same position as Arsenal, you
Arsenal,
couldn't
yeah.
really consider it choking,
No,
because their context is different than
exactly.
Arsenal context.
Exactly.
So in the definition, we must also have like a little part in it
No,
as a
you
point that
don't.
says
You don't,
based on
because
specific
teams are
teams.
a part of teams make up the league, so you don't have to do it. You know the teams them in the league, so you know Southampton, you know Nottingham Forest, you know City, you know the teams that are a part of the league. So you obviously are gonna know the context and the restrictions what them have from what them not have.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Bullet point.
So bullet point number 1. Yeah, for Arsenal in this case.
So
What
specific
was
to
the
Arsenal.
highest point what the highest points in the day lead by? Come on, I miss score. 12? Me no know. So tell
So
me,
what I'm
12
saying,
or 8?
when you calculate points in hand, do you also calculate games in hand or
No, man, I
points?
just want to know the highest amount of points in the lead City by a
Oh,
drink.
oh, City.
Yeah, you lead City by, you lead, yeah. The one who are chasing don't win the title.
So what will happen with man? And this is where I'm saying that again. There's a next context, because when we play and we have points over on City,
Mm-hmm.
City had a game. So though we were leading, for example, if we play on the Saturday and City played on the Sunday, right, and win, you could say that we're leading by 12 points. But really and truly, they had games in hand.
All right.
So when they played their games, the lead was reduced.
Okay.
Because the lead itself is not realistic
Until all games are
you have
equal.
all the games. So, for
Okay.
example, if Liverpool, if Southampton is leading by 12 points over Manchester City,
Mm-hmm.
but Manchester City only play half the games or have 4 or 5 games, that must be considered. People always say games in hands are not considered.
I mean, they're not considered points. Yeah.
They're not considered points because there's no guarantee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, continue though. So
yeah, so tell me what the highest amount of points.
I would say 9.
So
Because when we had
9.
the 12-point lead, they played and they cut back down to 9. Yeah, 9 points.
Okay, all right. So 369. So that's 3 win games ahead of Manchester City. All right. So bullet point number one for this league.
Including one against Manchester City.
All right. So
Yeah.
bullet point number one
Yeah.
in this context for this league, Arsenal were 9 points clear of
Yeah.
Manchester City. Yeah, that's the first bullet point to get the
Manchester
context.
City to play.
No, but me say my point is three. We are talking about 9 points clear. Yeah, so
Hold on
that's
there.
the
We
first
have
for
a next supporter
understand.
of Demo. Hold on, Demo, we have a next supporter. Yeah, Soldier. Because no one Demo finish up in point.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
the working. Yeah.
Me a listen to your co-host them, man. Tell the man as how it thing go, man. Because make me lose my money off of you, because after you, me tell you say Arsenal win about N2, me tell you say Arsenal is about N2, Because me tell you say Arsenal is a very good sprinter, but them is not a distant runner, Me tell you that, So they are a very good
So
sprinter.
how you lose your money?
From the season start, you lead the league, And when you come to the end now, when you put your finishing line, you start bucket over, because you draw some match now where we tell you say if City win those two games, when they got a point header because City play too much less. One of the time, you even City even play more match than you one at the time, when you have match some game if you play, and then they come back and you was winning one at the time. Me was the only person beat you, until you go and lose to City, And then you start to bucket to. When you beat me down at your ground, it's like you at the title you win. Me says, all right, them about then too. I must have me bet on the win still, because I want to know still. Me still want to
So
win,
if you know that
But
if you know that City was going to win the title, why did you bet your money on Arsenal?
because I don't want City to win. I'm a Man U fan.
So
Listen,
hold
I'm a Man
on.
U fan. Listen.
Hold on the subject. I'm make Demo, because Demo they work. Watch it. So you know that City gonna win the league, but you put money on Arsenal because you don't want City to win. You bet money on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Do you know that a City gonna win the league because you don't want City to win?
No, say don't tell me. I never say City will win the league. Remember,
Who gonna win the league?
Remember, I tell you from earlier. I said to you, say, I don't know who will win the league, but Liverpool not going to win, nor City not going to win. Remember, I tell that from early in the season,
Yeah.
As much as I want win, me tell them now win. Demo, me tell Demo and Demo up and right and shoot that already to, say. When it come on to Liverpool and Man City, me no want them win nothing at all. So it don't really matter who want win. But Arsenal still can win, because if Arsenal beat City, because City still out your points, Don't get me wrong, City still out your points,
All right.
They
Hold
still
on, so
going to
let
your
me hear
points.
Demo, because we want to make sure Demo. Go ahead, Demo.
Yeah, big up yourself, Switch. So let me just complete this and make Manning's man stop expose himself, because deep down him know, and him probably just a play devil's advocate or whatever. Deep down him know this is a show. All right. So there's no way you have a 9 point lead for most of the season going into the back end of the season, playing the best football. You have the best midfielder, you have the best right back, the best goalkeeper. Arsenal fans, them have the best everything in the league at one point. Yeah, them have the best everything, but now coming to the back end of the season, oh, Ramsdale not really that good, man. This, that, and the third. And we can cope without injuries because the squad kind of deep, because we get this man and this man. Now Saliba out, excuses this. Saliba and somebody else out. And then they must say they must blame injuries now. There will be no form of excuses for this choking. There was a 9 point gap. You were playing some of the best football in the league, and you have this young manager who on the claim say, is right up there with Pep. Me see people are comparing the forward line to MSN. Arsenal fans out on YouTube saying your forward line is almost like MSN, Messi, Neymar, and Suarez, and all of these things. I know all of a sudden this is not the case anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
It sounds like there are some Arsenal fans that have been saying some things, Demo, but we don't say those things over here. We don't say these things over here. We have had discussions that Alisson, Edis, City goalkeeper, Liverpool goalkeeper are better than Aaron Ramsdale. People have discussed that. Come on.
Boss.
And listen,
And then there's
listen.
this excuse.
If
Wait, no, there's this excuse now that management said on the thing. I almost forget it, you know.
What
Oh,
I say?
it will be a good season because being one of the youngest squads in the league, it is going to be a good season even if we lose the league.
No, no,
Like
no, no,
what?
no, 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 no. People, let me tell you this. If Arsenal finishes in the top four, that is a good season. Based on
no,
where,
don't say
hold,
that.
hold
I
on,
never
hold
see you
on,
say.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Then that demon just say if Arsenal finishes, if
No, but give a reason why you say
let me
because
give
of
you.
a young.
So if Arsenal finishes, because this is what we said. So when the league started, everyone you just said, "Oh, you mean man, Arsenal can win?" But if Arsenal finish in the top four, that was where we were. Dim, if you remember that, all right. As the league progressed, we said that listen, Arsenal leading, they can win the league based on how the team was playing. So what if them don't win the league?
No,
For
you
me,
said they
I
will,
think
not can. They
I
will.
think if Arsenal don't, for me personally, if Arsenal don't win the league, it's not a colossal failure.
Yes, it is.
No,
Right.
no,
Man is
me
man.
can't agree with
Man
that.
is man.
Me
Man is
can't
man.
agree
Man
with
is
that.
man. Man is man. Hold on the demo. If Arsenal don't win this league, this going to be the biggest failure because you can't tell me you lead a competition for all the way through, come down, and you come at this stage. Come to Arsenal, City supposed to smiling still. But what I'm saying, as much as I prefer Arsenal to win. You did say it earlier on when me say Arsenal, but you said, no man, you say Arsenal will win, you know.
Yeah,
And me
yeah,
I
yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
so when
But
me,
no, I'm not. I'm
when me
not
know,
retracting that though. But what I don't agree
yes,
with you
but
is that if Arsenal
yes,
fail to win the Premier League this season, the season is a failure for them. I don't.
Wait.
Yeah.
Soldier man is man. Soldier man is man. Let me tell you this man is man.
Man is man.
No.
Man is man.
Soji,
Listen, it's a
Soji.
yeah,
Let me just say this. Not only will this be a colossal failure for Arsenal, but you would have had if
yeah.
Spurs managed to make the top four, you'd have had a worse season. That you'd have the same season as Spurs and a worse season than Manchester United, who finished third. So you can finish second and think it's not a fail. You'd have had a worse season than Manchester United,
So,
who has a trophy and finished under you.
so.
That's how bad it is. As much as
Man
long
is
as they
man.
lead the league.
Listen,
So.
Man.
people, hold on. Because what we don't understand is if Arsenal fails to win the Premier League this season,
Yes.
this is a failure.
And a worse season than Man U.
Worse season than per season.
No. The same season as Spurs and a worse season than Man U, who finished below you.
Manchester United.
So
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
so Manchester United. So if Arsenal finish fifth,
Second.
no. If Arsenal, the Man United people, them you miss a United say Arsenal not finishing in the top four. You
Oh,
understand? So I work with teams here. So Arsenal finish outside of the top four, but we had won the Carabao Cup. That's a good season because we win a trophy.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have
Hey,
a
listen,
silverware.
Anya say,
You win a silverware.
hey
That's what count.
man.
That's
Listen,
Man
what
U.
count. Silverware what count. Trophy count.
Phone definition of success and mine completely different. Me done.
Man is man. Man is
Ignorant.
man.
You know, said you know man is man. No, don't man. No ignorance. Listen what I say, you man be more
Man,
say.
I know
What
ignorant.
I'm
Hey,
saying.
listen, hey, Soji, winning certain cups no matter to me. The Carabao Cup no matter, no silverware. You think I want to win that and finish last and sixth and talk about me a good season? I'm going to finish seventh
All
and
right,
eighth
I'm
and
gonna
talk
ask
about,
you.
oh,
All
good
right,
season that
all
because we
right.
win
But ask you.
silverware.
Well, now, I'm gonna ask you something. Listen, I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna ask you something. See how great Alan Shearer was. And when at the end of Alan Shearer in nine career, and when he come up, and I'm a next player when not half good as him. And when they come, he say to him, "Me tell you what one pan match of the day there. He must say, boy, how much he man say, why you have to show? what you have to show, say, for all those trophy you win. You sit in them and say to Hurricane no win nothing yet, you know.
Soji, stop make Mannings man lead you down a path, no boss. Stop make Mannings man lead you down a path. Mannings man, stick to the context of what this is in this league today. We are talking about, we're not dealing with hypotheticals here. We're not talking about finish fifth and sixth and two. We're talking about you leading the league, coming second, Manchester United finishing third with a trophy and another possible one against Manchester City, by the way. They have a chance. Nobody knows what will happen. But they have one already and they're third. So we have to do
okay, fine. So fine. So
yeah.
fine. All right.
So both are on a finish in a top four.
If Arsenal, yeah, if
They have
Arsenal,
yeah.
if Arsenal don't win the title, the biggest failure in English football. Fine.
No,
All right.
Yeah,
Fine. Good. Yeah.
yeah.
Biggest failure in English football. All right. Bam. So let me ask you this now. Fine. Yeah, man. Biggest failure. So let me ask you now, Soji. So you win what? Where you win? You win Carabao Cup, right? If you don't win no more title and you finish outside the top four, is that a failure for Manchester City United?
Yeah, because top four men for finish now. But on the other hand,
so top one. Let me ask you now. So top four is an objective. You never come to win the league. You come to finish in the top four.
Yeah, I put my size. Yeah, me never could come to win the league. Top four, me come to.
All right. So you believe at the start of the league, you believe that your Arsenal side was better at the start of the league. Did you believe that your Arsenal side was a better side, man to man, than Manchester United at the start of the league?
At the start of the league? Yeah, they ahead of me because they finished ahead of me before. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We say Arsenal finish ahead of you the season before. You're mad, man.
Of course, Arsenal finished ahead of me last year.
What?
Arsenal finished ahead of me last year, you know.
What position you finished last year?
We're supposed to finish about 6th. Arsenal finished about 5th.
Soji, go on in your bed.
Listen, man. A 6 team go play in a 6 team, 2 team playing in Europa Cup and the other one them playing in the next league, you know. Me finish.
Man, right, Mannings, man.
Me finish 6th, you finish 5th. So me at the thing me I say you when a better position. To me, the biggest failure I league so far when me say as a league is Liverpool, because Liverpool was so high up. Them are Man City. I was thinking Chelsea when they're up there again too within team. I never look for see Man U come finish at top 4. So we took top 4 as a bonus if top 4 come. We want to finish top 4.
So me agree. Listen, me agree with you, man. The biggest failure in the Premier League is
not the biggest failure. Not the biggest.
No. So this is the biggest
I
failure.
said it's a big choke job, boss.
I said if you don't win the league, if you don't win the league,
Soldier says if Arsenal don't win the league, it's the biggest failure in the Premier League.
Right. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this now. If you don't win this league, next 10 years, you still not win the league again. You know why?
Ask Lord of mercy. Hey, Prophet Soldier. Prophet Soldier. Prophet Soldier.
Because you I know say that to you. I remember one year, y'all lead the commission by 9 points same way. 5 games left. 5 games left to go. And man, you come win the league. You know when you start celebrating, so you win the league. You know.
Soldier,
you remember that year? Soldier,
you're gone all over the place, man. You're gone all over the place.
You can ask you a question.
So let me but you not answer my question.
Give up answer you.
Yeah.
So let me ask Soldier the question.
All right.
If Arsenal don't win the title, is this the biggest failure in Premier League football?
Biggest failure for Arsenal in the Premier League football this season. Yeah, this is the biggest failure since too. You are leading. Hey, no team. Listen, no team will lead up to Christmas. End up going to lose the league, you know. Not even so that may I say to you, and you lead all the way from the season.
Soldier, your surname is Ogilvy?
No.
Okay, me just want to check because you sound like one of my brethren then. What's her name? Ogilvy? May I ask you the question? You understand me? So you believe that Arsenal failure to the league if Arsenal fails to win the league this season, it is a worse failure than Chelsea's season. However, if Arsenal wins the league, it doesn't change anything about Chelsea this season. Because remember, what determines the level of failure for the other teams is whether Arsenal win or loses the Premier League title. So if Arsenal loses the title, they are the biggest failures. But if Arsenal win the title, no team has really failed.
Right. Yeah, and if I know Chelsea failed big time.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so me can get back into this time. Because me no know where money's man carry. Me can ask you a question, money's man.
Yes, sir.
The year when Leicester City won the league, would you say that Tottenham choked?
Tottenham?
Yes.
Arsenal?
Arsenal choked that year they.
Oh, you mean? How we come second with if we win the league? I granted Academy up on top.
But why them choke then?
Because at the start of the season there, Arsenal were predicted to win the league. Arsenal was supposed to win the season there.
Oh, because they were predicted.
Coming into that season,
yeah.
Give what had happened the season before they finished second. Arsenal were supposed to win the league.
Because it was predicted.
No, Lord, I'm just telling that based on what
they came second last season and then them predicted for win this year.
No,
the next year.
Let me finish. But I added to that, but you ignore me and add. So based on their performance the season before, and even in the Champions League, and the teams were rebuilding, Arsenal should have won. I think that same season, Arsene Wenger should have been fired because Leicester should not have won that league. Go back to a look at what Olivier Giroud did. Just look at what happened, how Leicester ended up winning that league. That to me, if somebody said to me, listen, that was the biggest choke job in the history of football. When Arsenal came into this season, the expectation at the beginning of the season for the real Arsenal fans were not to win the league. As the league progressed, like you rightly said, people said, whoa, it looked like them can't win it. I don't see this as a battle job if them don't win it. Because when they were playing, they had City to play. They still had City to play, which would have cut down the league and given City games in hand. Because, watch this, remember, if Arsenal picked up points against, because people are looking at this, if Arsenal picked up points against West Ham, against Southampton, and win out all their games with the exception of the City game, City would still win the title. Let me say it again, people. If Arsenal picks up maximum point against West Ham and Southampton and still lost to City, and City won out all their games, and Arsenal won out all their remaining games, City would still be the champion. So as long as they don't lose to West Ham and Southampton, to win the title, they have to beat City. I think if they could have drawn with City, but now they have to win. So what really determines the title is whether Arsenal can beat City or not. Because if they never defeat City, if they don't get a point out of the City game, City would have still tied with Arsenal at the end of the season, and goal average would have determined it.
Man. So you're going to something. I just ask you a simple question. Soji, hold on now. You're going to something. I know that may talk about. All right. So you said, based on how they played the season before in the Champions League and finishing second the next year in the league, they choked against the next year when Leicester won the league.
That was the first time I now support Arsenal.
All right, cool. So you said that.
There was no way they were supposed to lose the title to Leicester that season.
Money.
Why?
You said that already. Remember try progress the point. No, you said that already, but all right. So I am saying. So I
Yeah,
am
Dimo
saying
sit
no,
down there,
right?
everything.
So this season, you set out and your goal, your top four was the objective. Yeah?
Yeah.
You agree with me that during the season, based off how you were playing, the position that you took up, you changed and said you will win the league. Not can. You,
Demo,
management, said you
Demo came
will.
on my program.
Oh my gosh, management.
Answered him. He said,
Memo finish now?
Mannings man, I don't want to hear that. Mannings man. Can Arsenal? Listen, Demo, listen. If all things, Ryan LFC is here. Demo,
Oh.
if the team stays fit, no injuries, and Arsenal can use the same 11 for the rest of the season with no injuries, they will win the league.
Management. When they get S2s, when they
Ryan
get
LFC, tell me
S2s,
if I the truth me attack or the
when
truth
they
me
get
attack right
S2s, Zinchenko and the other players, they never say you get the squad.
Ryan gone, man. Ryan
Me
LFC.
there, man. Me there.
Ryan LFC.
Man, they never say that.
But Demo, from the season, I said that from the start of the season. Ryan, didn't I say if
Ryan,
Arsenal
hold
can
on.
keep the same starting 11, nobody getting
Demo,
injured?
Wait, just let me finish up my point. Let me finish up my point now on the callers. We're not gonna get to the time. Just let me finish this. Because man is man already. Did you come on the show today and say you're still not change the position so you're going the league? You said that a while ago?
Yeah, me not chip. I
Okay,
still
all right. So,
believe.
okay.
I still believe that Arsenal can win the league.
No. So it's can or will. It's can or will.
Demo,
Me have profit loveliest.
Man is man. Will you
Demo.
or can you? I just want to know. Will you win the league?
But people,
Man.
I started out by saying I still believe Arsenal can win the league.
Okay, so you
Demo. Ryan, me glad Ryan there on the show. Ryan, look on Ryan said to you before, you know. Ryan said to you know, and Ryan me glad in on the show, you know, because you know said like but in there now we can say Ryan say no Arsenal off. Ryan tell you know, say Arsenal off fumble, you know. And when you say man is wait till where your confidence was up. It like it trophy reach North London already.
Soldier, me have Flavor Max and him now go stop call until. So let me just take him call because you've been on for a while and me hear from Ryan. And Dimo, come here, have go running around
Yeah,
for
man.
10 minutes. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man. All right.
Ryan, tell Dimo.
Make Flavor Max start, man. Him talk off him mouth all season, say man win the Premier League. I'm telling him say man go flop. So me hear what I said before.
Flavor Max, what you say?
It's just a second, man. Good afternoon, coach.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, listeners. It's just a second man out there, number 6 and number 7, and cannot be seen on the table just a talk. Let me talk about my team now, who is still 5 points. Let's not forget, 5 points on top. 25 points. It is empty with 2 games in hand. 2 games in hand is not points. Let's not forget that. Having said that, let me proceed. Whether or not we did beat West Ham or Southampton, we still have to get a result at City this coming Wednesday. It doesn't change. The only thing change, we have to beat them Wednesday. When a draw would have been good, now we have to beat them. Now, why some man attack like City unbeatable? City is not unbeatable. And Arsenal is going to beat City. And when we beat City, remember this, Flavor Max have been saying this from pre-season, we will win the league. And nothing has changed. So I don't understand the bag of talking like something changed. Nothing has changed. Man is man, never ever was confident as Flavor Max. So that not even that don't change. And Flavor Max is still confident. We will beat City this coming Wednesday.
Man is man.
The league is ours. So what the big Ryan? Ryan and Dimo.
Where you come on and I say, like you just one bag of DJ and I say nothing. You know address the point. Where you say?
What point? Let me address it one by one.
What we've been discussing on this show for almost an hour is if you do not win the league, if you choke. Where you come on and say, but you not say nothing. It's just a bag of DJing.
All right, let me talk. Liverpool who they 10. Let me talk.
When Liverpool have to do it, this brother who win 2 trophies last season, who win the Champions League.
Liverpool who they 10, let me talk.
Where you talk about Liverpool? We win every trophy. We win every trophy in the current. You win the Champions League yet?
Lukewarm. be a choke, man.
Favor man.
Him done? Him done?
Favor,
Might
favor
as well,
man.
because the man just come and now make no point. One bag of
Favor man.
DJing and
Hello?
address the point.
Flavor Max.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Weren't hearing you. Go ahead. I'm still here, Demo.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying, Lima, listen. Here, why it wouldn't be a choke, man. It wouldn't be a choke because most people did not expect Arsenal to even make top four, given how we finished the season before. No, apart from me, a lot of people at the beginning of the season didn't give us a chance. Didn't give us a chance. Now, based on the business that we would have done before the season started, and based on the preseason that we had, I know that we were going to compete for the league. Now, as the season progressed, probably 3 games in, I said, you know what, I like how we look. We are going to win the league. No, but that's just me. Majority of the football world did not expect us to even make top four. With that said, that is the reason why it wouldn't be a choke. It would not be a choke because at the beginning of the season, our ultimate goal would have been to try to get back into top four, given that we missed out on it this season before. So no, to answer your question, Demo, it wouldn't be a choke. It wouldn't be a choke. Liverpool, on the other hand, was expected to continue to carry on, to compete with City. It was supposed to be a City-Liverpool, ding-dong City-Liverpool. But Liverpool choke. Well, I have to come up with a better word than choke. Liverpool is nowhere to be found this season. So no, Arsenal cannot consider to be choked this season.
All right.
The season, the Leicester season, I'll say rightfully say, man. That season is the biggest choke. We should have won that season. We should have not allowed.
I can ask him a question now,
win the
man.
league that season.
All right. Hold on, Flavor Max. Demo, go ahead.
Since man smart enough to not answer, let me ask you. So, why did you choke in that season versus Leicester City?
As some result didn't go our way. Hold up. It have a few
Oh, so
results.
result never go your way? That's why you
This
choke?
is just football. It have a few results that didn't go our way. And one of the reasons why we were expected to win, let's not forget, the other traditional top 4 teams are top 6 teams. They were struggling. They were.
You mean like Chelsea and Liverpool this year? You mean like Chelsea and Liverpool this year?
Liverpool is not in a rebuilding mode. Liverpool just not unformed this season. They are not in a rebuilding mode.
Oh, so all right. So you choke because
they were in a rebuilding mode, and Arsenal was one of the team that was, they were predicted to carry on from the season before, and never in our wildest dream anybody says a Leicester City winning the league. Hence, we were expected to win the league, and for Leicester to come from nowhere and to win the league, that would have considered a big choke. A big choke. This is not a choke.
So let me just get this straight. So you choke in the Leicester season because some results never go your way, and the traditional top teams them never do well. That's correct?
The team, deep.
No, man. In me ask.
Make him ask me on his man. Come know what much I do. Correct.
So those are the reasons. All right. So this year, the objectives changed after the results were in your way. You were playing well. You're top of the league by 9 points. Some results never go your way, and some of the traditional top teams are not.
We reached 9 points this season, brother. 8 points.
Okay, 8 points. 8 points. And then some results never go your way, and a couple of the traditional teams them not play well. But this season is not seen as a choke, even though the objective changed to you winning the league.
Two things. We are still winning the league. 1, 2. The season before.
Boss. Wait, no, your first thing wrong. We're talking about if you don't win the league. That can't be your first thing. We're still winning the league. We're talking about if you don't.
In your opinion, Demo, you're speaking and choke because in your opinion, we're not going to win.
All right, man is gone. I think we are going to win.
I should entertain a choke argument with you, a discussion with you, because I think we are going to win.
Alright,
So with
Demo.
that said, that choke argument is null and void.
Alright, Demo God. Demo God soldier.
Come
Ryan.
on, for go.
Ryan, what say you?
Flavor Max, young management, the two of them on the choke, brother. Only on the team choke, brother, because on the goal is to go into the top four, right? But this man how the season panned out, you leading for 97% of the time for this season, the English Premier League. Coming down to the last 10 games in the English Premier League. 10 game leaving at the Premier League. Where you at?
Mm-hmm.
You're buckling. You're buckling. And
So,
City have 2 games in and they will.
Did Liverpool choke last
Yes.
season?
Yes.
And
Yes.
when
Liverpool failed. Because
you remember
Liverpool failed. They win two South Cup. They buckling.
so
Buckling is just a reality. It's harsh reality.
you know what is so funny? When the season finished last, I remember all on the talk show programs when people were saying that Liverpool choke. Everybody said no, it's no choking, and people are beating Klopp. People said no choking. Klopp this year can't. All right, but
Bro, Liverpool choke, bro.
all of a sudden
Liverpool choke, man, they never win none of the big trophy.
no. Last season when they finished
They
second,
never win none of the big trophy.
all right, there was a season also when City chased them down. Everybody was saying that the Liverpool fans were saying that no, we did not choke because we won this.
No. That's how Liverpool fans. That's how them say over this. So we have to yes or no. Like we just tell Limo say. You have to talk about yes or no, brother. Liverpool buckled. Liverpool should have win 2 more Premier League titles. Liverpool buckled.
What are the flavor box and right? Because what I am saying, is that all of a sudden, the people who were saying they never bottle it are saying they bottle it. No. Here's why. Because they want to say, well, Arsenal bottle it too, basically. And to justify that this is a choking job by Arsenal, they can come out now and say,
Whoa.
No.
Sorry,
You're
man. Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Ryan.
Yes, sir.
First of all, change a Jude Bellingham thing then. That's not happening. I'm big up yourself. Zin? I don't know why I still false hope.
Honest man.
But the second thing, Ryan,
Jump
is
in the gun.
Hold on.
no. Me already in your career, boss. So,
Demo, go.
The man say,
you hear my manage, man?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. And then
Let me just address my Liverpool, brother. Ryan, there is no way you can come on no platform and say Liverpool choked last season.
Of course
Liverpool played every single football game last season, boss. Challenge for all 4 trophies in Europe and win 50% of the trophies that we played for. Stop the match.
Come from underneath the bed, brother. Liverpool choke. They went for 4 titles. Listen, man. 2 teacup. 2 teacup. What do you want to put my tea as a man in time?
Wait. When the FA Cup turned teacup. When the FA Cup turned
you got to 2 of the biggest trophy last year. Demo, just hold on, man.
When the FA Cup, just Ryan, tell me.
Demo, hold on, man. Demo, hold on, man.
May I hold on, you?
Manins, in order.
The thing of teacup.
Hold on, flavor, Max.
From teacup, brother. Nobody care about FA Cup, brother. From 2009, nobody really care about teacup.
Boss,
brother, listen to me, Demo. Liverpool flop last year. The man them no win not even the Champions League or the Premier League, brother.
Boss.
Flop.
Wait, no, hold on.
Man.
Wait, hold on. When was Liverpool leading the league? A City they lead the league, boss. You know, say a City they lead the league and we catch them up. You know that? And them just win all of them games.
And pass them.
Boss, we pass them when them have a game in hand, brother.
But the same thing with Arsenal now. That
we were never leading the league.
But you pass them. Of course, you're leading the league. But they had a game in hand, but you're leading.
And then when them win them game, we don't need by 8 points, man.
With Arsenal and you dismiss it to me, I make excuse.
Hold on.
All right, go ahead, Soldier. Go ahead, Flavor Max.
Listen, you all have to understand this. In order to win, City is a powerful team, has been for the past, from we can remember, since Pep arrived in England. And to win the league, you either have to consistently be better than them over the entire season, or you have to get a result against them. Now, we play against them in the FA Cup and at one time in the league already, and we lost those games. Now is the time on this, man, and I believe for us to win the league, we have to do better than them in some aspect of the league. As I said, either we're consistently better than them over the full period of the season, or we just have to beat them. Come Wednesday.
Ryan gone? Alright, mega lift the money's back. Alright, Ryan, with you address.
All right, then.
Once we beat them, man, let me tell you this. Once we beat them, take out your calculator. Once we beat them, then that would have undo almost everything that happened within the West Ham game and the Southampton game. So for all those people coming out now out of their shell where they were when we were 8 points, they can start crawl back in. Because come Wednesday when we win, it is as it were with 5 games to go for us. Man is man.
Yeah. All right, listen. Big up Flavor Max. Let's see Wednesday. We're going to watch it and talk about it because man is man of roll now. But people, big up on yourself, you know. Big up Flavor Max. Thanks for the support, you know, because the man them there rush me hard. You understand me? Yeah. But people, bless up on yourself, you know. It has been a very good show. I am Mannings, man. You don't know how it is. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And as usual, when you get to the end of the show, you know what we say. We're over. And we are OYOT out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I'm a represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Jace representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.